It's a career opportunity unlike any other in the financial services industry. The Thrivent Financial Representative Development Program for new college graduates. Earn an immediate salary with bonus opportunities while getting support and training to build client relationships and grow your own business. Join a company that rewards young professionals who are results-driven and want to live out their faith by making a difference in the lives of Christians by helping them be wise with money.
They don't want to do that, but it's a dangerous group. We've seen them play very, very well throughout the course of the year. Just against Marion just a couple of days ago. There was a 2 or 3 possession ball game with about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the game. So the Pilots got to be aware here. Pilots are playing for their literal playoff lives, Mark. A loss to Goshen today, they are going nowhere for postseason play.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where if you're Goshen, this is opportune time to come in and play a Pilots team. They're struggling. They haven't won in 6 games. It's a whole different atmosphere than what you're used to when you come in here, and so this Goshen team, they're better than the record. They play harder than that, but they got to get a W. If you're the Pilots, at the same time, there's nobody you'd rather see in the conference right now to finish up than Goshen, because you need to get a W heading into that postseason tournament within the conference.
I spent some time with both of our coaches. Let's go right to our coaches' interviews. I spent some time with John Trope and got his thoughts on today's game. College basketball here today from the Gates Gymnasium. Glad you can join us. John Trope spending time with us here in the nightcap. Maple Leafs Pilots here today. John, first of all, the season has come here to an end for one of these two teams here today, or maybe potentially both these teams here today. Give us your thoughts as you look back on the brief flyover, if you will, on what you liked about this group and some things that, man, I wish we could have done this a little better.
Yeah, I think anybody who's met our guys, spent time around our program, would just speak very highly of their character. We have tremendous young men. They're active in the community. They're very polite and respectful and grateful. Just now, like last bus trip of the season, I was the last person to get off the bus, and I noticed every single one of our guys said thank you to the bus driver for driving. They're tremendous guys. Obviously, we didn't have the successes that we wanted on the court this year, but they haven't quit. We've played some really tough teams, really tough. We played Marion to within, one possession with 3 minutes left. We played Indiana Wesleyan tough at their place, and even the first time we played Bethel, I think with 12 minutes left, it was a 1 or 2 possession game, and we just kind of got cold. But, they haven't quit. They compete really hard, and I think that's a testament to their character, that they really have embraced, never giving up despite, lack of on-court results.
I want to talk about a couple young men who find ourselves in a situation here today that I've had a chance to work with, and Tanner Camp and Ben Cotton, a couple of guys who certainly meant a lot to you. And the unique dynamic between regional radio sports and 91.1 FM The Globe is awesome. Jason Samuel, who worked for me when his first job out of college, so we've got a great relationship. I love Allison Prigge is going to be playing here in this game. She interned for me, so it's kind of an emotional thing for the old guy here to see so many kids who I really, really love play. So I'd like for you to talk about Ben and Tanner and what they have meant to your team.
Yeah, so I've been asked this a lot over the last couple weeks, and I could rave about these two young men for days. I think when we talk about how the character of our program is so strong, those two are the leaders of it. Tanner is more of the vocal leader. Ben's more of the lead by example guy. But just both how they approach the daily basis of our program is just so professional. They're always on time. They always say thank you. I make our guys, they have to come by and sign the whiteboard that's outside my office every day just to check in and say what's up, just that relational side of things. And Tanner's always the first one. And yesterday I was so upset. I wasn't feeling that well in the morning, so I came into the office at 9:30. And I missed it. Tanner, it was his last time signing the board, and I missed it. But usually he's the first one in there signing the board and hey, what's up, Trope, what's up? So I could be having the worst day in the world or didn't sleep well or whatever, wake up frustrated, and I get to see Tanner in the morning, and he just boom, gets me going. And Ben is a guy that, a lot of people don't know his story, but just the things that he's done over the course of a year or over the course of his 4 years on top of playing basketball. He was a caretaker for his grandfather. He's been on missions trips. I mean, he's done a lot of good things. He is a really, really tremendous kid. They both are. I know that you would speak highly of them. Like, anybody would be lucky to hire those guys. You know, how they've handled some adversity over their 4 years on the court, I think will serve them well when they have to handle some adversity in their broadcasting careers as well. Because, I mean, I hear that that's a super tough business, and it's tough to get your foot in and break in. So, like, they might face some adversity there, but I think that they'll, like, I know that they will be equipped and ready to handle that. And I always tell everybody I meet that if I was a business owner, I would hire them in a heartbeat. That's how much I would vouch for them. So,
all right, let's bring this back to today's game. What do you have to do to win today?
So, you know, we've emphasized winning the rebounding battle, and then we're going to try and make the right guys take shots. You know, obviously, like, you can't let Travion get going. Keontae's playing really well, so, like, try and make it difficult on Keontae and Travion. And, you know, like, it's tough to take away three guys, but, you know, we're also going to try and, you know, limit Gilon's touches. And then, you know, try and make some of their role players play well. And that's not to say that those guys can't, but I think, like, you know, they are a much better team when their big three plays well, and those guys are kind of supporting, you know, actors. We're going to try and make, like, you know, Nate Erickson and Nick Pluta and Gavin Rassler and those guys, like, make them take the bulk of the shots. And again, they might make them, right? But, you know, like, you can only execute the game plan that we want. And, you know, Travion is such a good player. You know, like, you'll see us, we're not going to try and help off of him and try and make him go finish at the rim against us. And, you know, because he's such a good passer. Like, if you let him just kind of dice you up, he can really kill you. So we're going to really put a lot of emphasis on those three and try and shut down the other guys. And then we got to win the rebounding battle. I think I tell you that every time we play. You know, because, I mean, that's, you know, like, typical of most Bethel teams, like, they rebound really, really well. So we got to win that too.
Once again, a special thanks to John Trope for joining us. I spent some time with Steve Drabyn and got his thoughts on the game. The Bethel University men's basketball team here taking on the Goshen College Maple Leafs as we close out the 2019-2020 regular season. Steve Drabyn joining us here. Coach, first of all, let's just you come to a conclusion here from Crossroads League play. And once again, if you think it's any worse than what it is, you get a chance to go do it all again early next week. So there's no getting away from these guys when it's all said and done. But let's just kind of reflect back on the last time out and some things that you think you can glean from your loss on the road at Mount Vernon. We saw a tremendous first half of play. There was a 10-minute stretch where the guys just didn't stop doing all the things that they did so well in the first half, and then they rallied to get themselves right back in it in that final 10 minutes. But once again, you can't take any time off in this tremendous league.
100%. You know, we've talked a lot about consistency with this team, and we've had stretches the last 6 games where, you know, 2 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And in that game, I loved our mentality to start the game. I loved our togetherness. I loved our purpose, our energy. I thought we disrupted defensively. They did everything we asked of them. I couldn't have been more proud. We had a really good half. We performed well. And I told them at halftime, I said, we have to keep this type of consistency throughout this half. They're going to make a run. It's senior night for them. They're going to play inspired, and they're going to make a run, and the crowd's going to get into it. And they did. We called a timeout, and I thought we responded. I think they got it maybe to 5 or 7. We got it back to 10. Then I think they got it to 5 or 7 again. We got it back to 9 or something. Then they made that third run from the 15-minute mark to the 9:47 mark. They go on a 20-4 run, and that hurt us. That's the game right there. And then I think the other 35 minutes of the game, we outplayed them, and we played with more energy, a better mentality, a better purpose. But that 5-minute stretch ultimately cost us. And against good teams in this league, you can't do that. And it's something that, you know, it's got to make us better. We've got to continue to the things that we did well, understand them, why we did them, continue to do those things, and the things that we struggle with, continue to learn from. And there's no better league in the country to learn from these kind of things than this league. And we're better for it, and I'm excited about competing today, and I'm excited about next week.
All right, during the last 6 games, and again looking at the schedule here, you've lost the last 6 games on an average of 5.5 points per game. That is basically 2 possessions. A 2-possession, you and I talked about this, I think, earlier in the week when we were having some conversation, that a possession at the 5-minute mark of the first period is just equally as important as a play in the final 60 seconds of that. But the reality of it is you've beaten 7 ranked teams, you've lost to 8 ranked teams. So it's a situation where this is still a really, really good basketball team on paper. But today you have to do it on the floor, because if you lose today, you're going to be home for a while.
For sure. I love how you mentioned that. That we've had some good stretches this year where we played good basketball and we played with confidence and aggressiveness and doing the things that we ask of them. And this tough stretch right here, we talk a lot about every possession matters. Every possession matters. Every timeout matters. Every huddle matters. Communication matters. And we have to continue to get better at those things, at being consistent throughout the course of a 40-minute game. And we just had like a little team bonding session with Nicole Williams, Theo Williams' wife, and
we're going to take a timeout. We're going to go to the Senior Day festivities. We'll get back to that Coach Drabyn interview because they've stopped the clock here. So let's go over here to Brian Miller.
Young men who've made a miraculous contribution to Bethel basketball. Let's meet our seniors. Our first senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 2, Keontae Jenkins. Keontae has been escorted by his stepfather, Jermaine Cornwell. Keontae transferred to Bethel in the fall of 2019 from Cardinal Strick University in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He is majoring in sports studies. Keontae is currently averaging 13 points per game this year for the Pilots. Had a season-high 28, January 28th at St. Francis. In that game, Keontae made a career high of 12 field goals in the overtime win over the Cougars. He also achieved a season high of 8 rebounds against Holy Family on November 9th. Keontae, thank you for your hard work and dedication to Bethel University and to our Michiana community. Ladies and gentlemen, number 2, Keontae Jenkins. Fans, our second senior from Niles, Michigan, number 13, Gavin Rassler. Gavin is being escorted by his mother, Lisa Fisk, his father, Brandon Rassler, girlfriend, Bailey May. Gavin came to Bethel the fall of 2018, transferring in from Lake Michigan College in Benton Harbor, and is majoring in exercise science. Gavin's junior year at Bethel was unfortunately cut short by 8 games due to a wrist injury. In his senior campaign, Gavin is currently averaging 7 points per game for the Pilots and had a season-high 17 points on January 4th at Indiana Wesleyan. He has also had a season-high of 7 rebounds versus Grace on January the 8th. In addition, Gavin has also made career high of 5 3-pointers on November 16th in a huge win over Ozark Christian. Gavin, thank you for your hard work and dedication to Bethel University and to the Michiana community as well. Ladies and gentlemen, number 13, Gavin Ratzler. Fans, one final time, the class of 2020 for Bethel men's basketball, Keontae Jenkins and Gavin Rassler. Gentlemen and families, thank you. Thank you for all you've done for Pilot basketball, and congratulations.
All right, there you have the Senior Day festivities. Let's get back to our one-on-one with Steve Drabyn.
With some drums and some synergy, we talked a lot about the power of pause. We sometimes get frustrated when things don't go our way, and it costs us certain possessions where if we just pause, take a deep breath, rally ourselves, get ourselves under control, now let's go perform. And I think we're better for it. And I'm excited about, in a lot of ways, it's hard to call a 6-game losing streak a blessing, but it's a blessing to us if it can help us be better for this game today against Goshen and then for the tournament next week.
All right, let's turn our attention to this Goshen team and your concerns with this group. Certainly, it was 101-70 the last time out. Certainly, a lot of things that jumped off the page, but the one that jumped off the page was the fact that you out-rebounded this group 50-36 the last time around, and you have to be proficient on the glass here today.
Rebounding was a huge emphasis with our team, and practice yesterday, last couple of days, and scouting report. It's an area where when we've been good, that's an area where we've done really well. In the first half at Mount Vernon, we had, I think, 8 or 9 offensive rebounds. Grant had 3, Pickle had a couple, and it just shows that we're ready to play. So it's got to be an area where we need to be good today. Thought we played with energy last time. We didn't even shoot it that well last time against them from 3. We haven't shot it well, period, from 3 a lot of this year. But we got to get back to just playing hard. I'm on a scout report today, and on offense and defense, I put play hard, just trying to keep it simple. When you cut hard. When you go screen hard. When you run the forward transition, run the floor hard. And then the same thing on the defensive end. So it's got to be an energy game for us where we get going and we just play hard and compete and with a ton of energy.
You talked about the rebound, you talked about the shooting. Is there one other area that the Pilots have to be proficient at to win the game today?
Yeah, ball control too, taking care of the ball. We had some tough turnovers late in the game, stepping out of bounds a couple times. We threw it away a couple times, DeHart and Max late, just ball control. And we've been really good with it all year. I think we averaged maybe 11 or 12 turnovers a game. With as fast as we play and how many high possession games, that's pretty good. And then just shot selection. I think a lot of times our guys get sped up and the shots aren't great. If we can, we showed some clips of Villanova the other day, and I love how they're just so under control. They pass up a good shot for a better shot. Their driving kick is good. Their ball fakes are good, fundamentally sound. So something we got to get back to that to do. And I think our motion's been better in the last 6 games, believe it or not. But I think it can even get to another level.
Well, let's hope you get the swagger back here today.
That's the plan.
We'll be back with more right after this on Regional Radio Sports. Once again, glad you can join us here. Glad you can join us here on Regional Radio Sports for all the details. I think we're losing our microphone here, Coach. We had a little bit of a fatality, if you will. We're doing the pregame stuff here, and a student manager from Goshen throws the ball from one end of the floor to the other and takes out Coach Gardner's laptop. So Mark is gonna have to suck it up here today, folks. He's gonna have to play injured. You're gonna have to go to that mobile device, which is you're pretty proficient on it, better than most people. So are you ready to put your big boy pants on and get to it here, my man?
I got it. The eyesight's gonna have to be a little better. Might not be as quick on the updates, but
we'll do our best.
We got it. My wife will be happy because she was complaining the other day that she thought I needed a new computer, and I've been holding on to this one for too long. So she might have been behind it. We'll have to look into this.
Are you trying to say there's a potential?
I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah, we don't need any controversy here at Bethel University now. Don't want to do that. All right, we're glad you can join us, sir. We're going to go over to Brian here momentarily, but let's set the stage with these two teams. Goshen comes in averaging 72 a game, giving up 85. They've been out-rebounded by their opponents 38.5 to 31. They're shooting 69% from the charity stripe, 42% from the field, 33% from the arc. They're averaging 13.5 turnovers, 10.5 assists, 6 steals, and 2 block shots per contest. Now, the home team on the scoreboard, the Pilots, which are 19-10, 7-11 in the league, 8-5 here at home, averaging 93.5 a game, giving up 84.5. Pilots, they're number 1 scoring team in America with 2,708 points and number 2 in scoring per game. They're out-rebounding their opponents 42 to 36.5. They're shooting 71% from the charity stripe, 47% from the field, 38% from beyond the arc. They're averaging 17.5 assists in every game, 12 turnovers, 7.5 steals in every game, and 2.5 block shots per contest. So there you have it, the Pilots and the Maple Leafs here today. The final game of the 2019-2020 Crossroads League men's basketball season is coming to an end here today. Let's go on over to Brian Miller.
All players, officials, and spectators to today's contest. As a member of the NAIA, we are proud to be participants in the Champions of Character Initiative. We ask each of you to help create a positive, fun, and competitive environment by showing respect for one another. Fans, on behalf of the Crossroads League and Bethel University, please enjoy today's contest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to please rise and kindly remove your caps as Bethel University former Director of Tennis, Mr. John Trope, leads us in today's opening prayer.
Let's pray. Dear God, we thank you for another day and for the opportunity we have through your goodness to enjoy the game of basketball. We ask for your protection on each of these athletes as they play the game that they love. We also ask that you give all spectators the spirit to support their team in a manner that would be encouraging to them, and may our attitudes be pleasing to you as well. We ask all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Thank you. Fans, please remain standing as we honor America and those who serve and protect our great country with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Today's national anthem will be performed by Bethel University 2018 graduate Wesley Lance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mike Lightfoot Court inside the Gates Gymnasium here on the campus of Bethel University. This is the YCAM Center. We thank you for attending today's Senior Day men's basketball matchup. Crossroads League battle between the visiting Maple Leafs of Goshen College and the home team, your Bethel University Pilots. Let's meet the starting lineups now, powered by First Source Bank, your partners from the first. First for the visitors from Goshen College. At one guard, a 6'1 freshman from Ligonier, Indiana, wearing number 5, Trevor Franklin. Also at guard, a 6'3 junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 13, Taj Curry. And another guard, a 6'3 junior from Dallas, Texas, number 22, Michael Bowers. At forward, 6'3 senior from Columbia, Tennessee, number 31, Ben Cotton. And at center, 6'6 senior from Fremont, Indiana, number 44, Tanner Camp. Head coach of the Maple Leafs is John Trope.
Oh, boy. Ben Cotton and Tanner Camp, two of our guys we got to know and care a lot about playing for the Maple Leafs. Are part of the 91.1 FM, the Goshen College Communications Department that we work with.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Great kids.
Boys and girls, BU fans of all ages, YCAM Wackos, let me hear you. Here's now the starting lineup for the home team, your Bethel University Pilots. At 140, 6'7 sophomore from Springboro, Ohio, number 0, Nick Pluta. At one guard for BU, he's a senior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, 6 foot. Number 2, Keontae Jenkins. The other Pilot senior at 4, 6'5" from Niles, Michigan, number 13, Gavin Rassler. At guard for your Pilot, 6 foot, junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Here he's wearing number 24, Trevion Cruz. And for your Pilots and guard, 6'5" junior from Crown Point, Indiana, number 30, Grant Galen. Bethel coaches are Mark Holsgrove, Alex Daniel, Will Abbott, with managers Elijah Andrews, Micah Gabler, and the head coach of your Pilots in his first season, a 2004 Belmont graduate, is Steve Drabyn. Fans, today's officials, the men in stripes, Mr. Kevin Smith, Mr. Christopher Fuller, and Mr. Sean Stupinski.
All right, there are the details. Pilots, gray shorts, gray jerseys with the blue numbers trimmed in white, Bethel written in white on the front. Maple Leafs, black shorts, black jerseys, black numbers with Goshen written in purple on the black jerseys. We're ready to get underway. Tanner Camp and Nick Pluta to jump it up. Pluta wins the opening tip. Pilots to move from right to left on your screen. Tiny County delaying all the video towards you. Here's Gavin Rassler with a wide open 3. No good. Air ball. And the ball's into the hands of Tanner Camp. With the ball out here to the top of the ring now. Bowers. Bowers angles his dribble. He traveled, no call. Over on the far side. The fadeaway jump shot off the rim, no good. On the far side by Curry. Rassler with the pumpkin. And rebound. Jenkins goes back to Rassler at the top of the ring. Now Galen. Galen jump pass to Jenkins. Jenkins with a wide open 3. In and out, no good. That ball was halfway down the cylinder. And Michael Bowers, the Dallas product, with the rebound and the ball here in the half-court set.
It's a good look there for KJ. Pump fake, got rid of the defender, had an open look, she couldn't get it to fall.
Trevor Franklin at the top of the ring now, looks for ball reversal. He goes here near side to Bowers. Bowers with the jab set, goes to Tanner Camp. Tanner, 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Keontae Jenkins.
Great job of communicating by Tanner. He set the screen and he popped and he yelled pop to his teammate.
There's a pass into the near corner and
out of bounds again.
This is what happened twice in the Mount Vernon game.
Yeah.
You got to know where you're at on the floor.
Yeah,
and if you're going to make a jab step, you know that you can't go backwards.
Yep, KJ caught it, stepped back right in front of the Goshen bench, so early turnover on the Pilots.
From left to right, a turnover at the 18-minute mark is just as pivotal as a turnover inside 2 minutes to go. Curry, jump pass out here to the top now to Benny Cotton. Back over here to the right side, Franklin. Franklin, jab steps. Goes far side now to Bowers. Bowers around a Tanner Camp screen. Ball reversal back to the far side, Curry. Curry, 3, good. Leafs lead 3-0.
Curry with a knockdown from 3. That's his 40th three-pointer in the season.
There's a ball deflected out of bounds. Over on the far side. Nice job by Trevor Franklin to get his hand in the passing lanes. And now Galen will inbound the ball on the far sideline. Comes out here to Trevion Cruz, and Cruz comes around a high side screen, puts on the brakes on the elbow left. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins now comes back to Galen. Galen through traffic. And a hand check on Trevor Franklin, the 6'1 freshman who did his prep work at West Noble High School down in Ligonier.
That's a tough call there. This is still the Crossroads League. Let him play a little bit.
And now Cruz to inbound to the left of the lane. Now goes to Galen. Galen with an off-balance shot. He was hammered and no call.
But he got hit more on that shot than he did the hand check in the previous call.
Here's Bowers handing it off now here to Curry. Curry looking for sub, gives way now to Bowers. Bowers around the screen. Ball ricochets out into the perimeter, and he tracks it down now to Ben Cotton. Cotton around a Tanner Camp screen. Tanner's got the forearms out there. Here's the ball out here now to Franklin. 8 on the shot clock. Tanner with a wide open triple. That's an air ball. Here comes Jenkins to push it from right to left now. Here's Jenkins with a basketball deep left corner. Now back out here, and once again in the passing lane, another bad pass.
Yeah, Flowers knocked it out of bounds there. Pilots fortunate it wasn't a turnover heading back the other way.
Here's Rassler going into the corner to Jenkins, back to Rassler, back to Cruz. Cruz inside now to Pluta. Pluta bodied up by Tanner Camp, and Tanner realized he got him. Second foul on the Maple Leafs here in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, one thing you know with Tanner is he's going to play hard, he's going to play physical, he's going to use up his 5 fouls if he's out there.
Yep, here's Cruz to inbound, fakes the pass inside, comes out here to Jenkins. Jenkins drives down the left side of the lane, running one-hander, no good. Rebound goes off of the hands of Michael Bowers of Goshen. And boy, both teams stinking up the joint, Mark, in the early stages.
Well, Paul, I can't. I want to find something nice to say, but I can't. Yeah, they're combined 1 for 8 from the floor.
Cruz to inbound to the right of the lane. You don't have to send anything sometimes. You can just move along. Here is Galen with a wide open 3. No good. Rebound, Curry.
There's a reason they're 8th and 10th in the conference right now.
Right now, here's a pass inside. Camp and Pluta takes the charge as Curry just ran nonstop into the big fella from Springboro, Ohio. And once again, Pilots almost 3 minutes into the game, and you have yet to put the ball in the cylinder. 3-0 Maple Leafs. As Cruz will pick it up now into the forecourt. He hands it off now to Galen. Galen skips it over here now to Rassler. Rassler had it taken away, and then Galen took it right back, and he throws it away. Here's the Franklin over to the far side now here to Bowers. Cotton, 3, good. 6-0 Leafs.
So we had more turnovers in that possession than we had points scored up until Cotton dropped that triple.
16:49 to go. Pilots disinterested. That's just the best way to put it. Our coverage being presented in part by the Gates Automotive Group with locations now in Elkhart, Granger. Check out the Gates Advantage. They rock it over there. Gates Toyota, Gates Chevy World. And once again, check out the great deals going on for the Chevy Cruises for just $14,988. You get special finance terms if they're available. So stop in and check out the best color of choice, or go out to the website at GatesAutomotive.com. For Steve Drabyn to have to take a timeout to wake his team up is DeHart's coming to the bench, or come off the bench. And now here is Rassler with a basketball wrap around to Pluta. Pluta's going to back in on Tanner, and he lays it up and in. 6-2. Pluta with a field goal in the paint.
Steal by KJ, misses the easy layup.
And now here's Curry over the timeline now. Curry, one-on-one, drives inside, jump pass out here to Cotton. Ben goes right side here now to Bowers. His three-point shot, no good. Cruz the rebound. Travion Cruz pushes it up the left side now here to Rassler. Now here to DeHart. Back here to the elbow. There's a pass inside Pluta with a tap pass out to DeHart. Shot up the rim, no good. Cruz. Jump pass out here to DeHart. Now here to KJ, back to DeHart. DeHart shot way up the rim, no good. And once again, the Pilots. Good looks.
Oh, my. And they're going to call that one on Goshen.
They'll whistle that on Trevor Franklin. I believe that's his second. Media timeout. We're at the 15:57 mark of the first half. The Pilots have scored 2 points in the first 4 minutes of the game. We'll be back with more of college basketball, or a facsimile thereof, right after this.
Money like a pro with TCU. You can score big with the TCU Debit MasterCard that gives you cash back on everyday purchases. Plus, you'll win with access to hundreds of free ATMs across Indiana. Check out TCU's starting lineup of services to help you manage your cash and build your savings. Visit TCUnet.com to kick off your better banking experience. See TCU Debit MasterCard terms and conditions for details. Alliance One and Co-op ATMs within Indiana are free. New members are subject to a $7 membership fee and $5 initial share deposit.
Paul Condry, Mark Gardner, glad you can join us here for more of college basketball. Mark, the early stages of the game.
Pilots are shooting 1 of 9. Enough said. Interesting during that timeout is official, I believe it's Chris came over here to talk to John Trope, and John was questioning the rebound, and the official made his point as to why he called it. So John immediately went back to a steal 3 minutes ago that he thought there should have been a foul on. The official's like, that wasn't even my call. Like, I don't want to hear about that.
DeHart to inbound the ball to the right of the lane. Comes out here on the perimeter now to Rassler. Gavin cross-courts it now to Jenkins. Jenkins looking for some help, comes out to DeHart, back to Cruz, shovels it into the corner to Rassler. Three-point shot, no good, Curry. Curry to push it up from left to right now, finds Franklin. Back out here to Curry. Curry on the drive.
Nice
Inside
pass.
bounce pass to Tanner Camp. And Tanner lays it up and in, 8-2 here at the 15:33 mark.
I believe I heard Coach Calipari saying at halftime the other day, you don't have to make all the shots you take, but you do have to make some shots if you want to win the game.
Here's Rassler, shovel it over here to DeHart. DeHart looking for some help. Goes inside now here to Pluta. Back out here to Jenkins. Jenkins three, good. Pilots, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the rim and the net. And it comes here at the 15-10 mark.
They are now 1 of 7 from downtown.
8-5 Maple Leafs. Ben Cotton at the top, now guarded by Rassler. Goes to the far side to Bowers. Bowers flares out to the point where he goes to Franklin. Franklin looks right. Gonna set a screen here to the far side from Tanner Camp. Here's a drive now by Bowers. And a offensive foul called. Pluta for the second time in the first 4 minutes, or 6 minutes of the game, excuse me.
Yeah.
Takes a charge.
And he was inside the circle, in my opinion, Paul. I don't have the luxury of instant replay, but Coach Trope saying the same thing. Yeah, I thought that one that Pluta was selling that one. He was kind of leaning sideways, and he was deep in the lane. But he sent a message. If you're going to drive, he's going to take one, so you better be thinking if you're a Maple Leaf.
Cruz goes inside, or check that. It'll be, nice pass by Rassler inside to Pluta. He missed the layup. DeHart with the save. Back out here to Cruz. Cruz, Live Granville's in the game now. Here's DeHart with a jump step. Out here, and they're going to call in a 3-second violation on Pluta.
Yeah, Pluta was posting up on Curry, had a huge mismatch, was demanding the ball, and the Pilots didn't see him. Then he gets called for 3 seconds in the lane.
Austin Brannigan checks into the ball game now, the Lowell High School Michigan, but he averages 15 points and 4 rebounds. He wears usually 21. Tanner Camp playing a lot of minutes there in the early stages as Philip Segota checked into the ball game now. Now here's the ball into the hands of Curry on the far side, guarded by Granville. There's the pass out here to Tanner Camp at the top. Tanner looking. Bounce pass to the elbow now here to Brannigan. Brannigan's going to back in. Shot blocked by Segota. And a foul on Phillip. So Phillip, first possession defensively, picks up a foul. 14:09 to go. 8-5 our score here in favor of the Maple Leafs. And that'll send Brannigan to the line where he's a 75% free throw shooter. 14:09. Free throw no good. Phillip. And now free throw on the way, rattle around and good, so 1 of 2. That makes it a 9-5 Maple Leaf lead. Cruz has not taken a shot in the first 6 minutes of the game. Back out, Graham will go now here to DeHart. DeHart now to Ertz. Ertz with a pass inside to Segota, back to Ertz. Ertz with a drive down the lane, missed it. Segota tries to track it down, couldn't get it. And Ertz is there with the garbage, and he lays it up and in. Nice play by Nathan Ertz, and it's a 2-point Maple Leaf lead as Ertz scores.
Certainly not how you drew it up, but you will take it.
Curry once again guarded by Granville over here. Curry on the drive, inside, throws up a prayer, no good. And rebound, Segota. Pushing it up now is Cruz. Cruz through traffic, goes to DeHart into the corner, now to Ertz. Back to DeHart. Back to Granville. Granville gives way now to Nathan Ertz. Ertz with a drive down the lane. Jump pass in the corner. Granville, 16-foot shot, no good. Tanner Camp tips the rebound to his teammate, Michael Bowers. Bowers now pushes it up to the far side. Thinks about the drive. Now comes out to the point now to Curry. Curry around a Tanner Camp screen. Skip pass to the far corner now. Here's Bowers going inside on Cruz. Kick back out to Cotton. Cotton 3, no good. Granville the rebound for Bethel. Granville on the push out from right to left. I promised to let Mark talk as soon as they do something good. Here is DeHart here on the near wing. Or bad. Now here's Ertz. Over here to into the corner now. Granville lobs it inside to Segota. Segota one-on-one against Camp, goes back to DeHart. Shot by DeHart. Good! Pilots lead for the first time today, 10-9.
Pilots now 2 of 10 from three-point range, 4 of 16 overall. Good inside out. 19 total points, 7 minutes into the game is just not good basketball today.
Our coverage being presented in part by our friends at Cubit Networks, Mark. What set Cubit Networks apart from the rest of the competition, USA? They desire to build client relationships that withstand the test of time and changing technology. Cubit Networks is your technology advocate for security, communications, enterprising networking, and computer support. For more information, 219-324-9900. That's area code 219-324-9900. Or visit them on the web at www.qubitnet.com.
Some early shooting. The Pilots shooting 25% from the floor, 20% from three-point range. They have not taken free throw. They lead the rebound battle 10-7. They have 5 offensive rebounds. The problem with that is they have 2 second-chance points. 3 turnovers for each team.
How many times has Travion Cruz shot the ball?
Travion is 0 for 0 from the floor.
Thank you very much.
He does have 2 rebounds, no assists.
Yeah, so you've got Cruz and Galen with no points, and you're ahead 10-9. Is that good or bad?
I think you're as happy as can be that you did not show up to play a game yet, and you're winning.
With the basketball here on the right side. The bigger issue is why did you not show up?
Well,
with your literal playoff lives here.
Because you looked at your opponent being 0-17 and didn't think you had to show up.
Brannigan matched up against Ertz. Double down Sheehy, taps it around, ball's on the floor, and Cruz comes away with the steal, and then he throws it away.
DeHart jumps into the front row. You work hard for 30 seconds, you get a turnover, and then you turn it over.
DeHart says it's my bad. Regardless, it's the Pilot mistake. Pilots come in averaging 12 turnovers a game.
They have 4 in the first 8 minutes.
Here is Curry with the basketball now here at the top of the ring now. Goes right side to Bowers. Bowers, one-on-one against DeHart. Nice job by Sheehy to deny the ball here to Curry until he got out 50 feet from the basket. Curry with a pull-up 18-footer, rimming, no. Segota with a rebound. DeHart pushes it out now. Shovels it now to Galen in the corner to Sheehy. Back to DeHart. Now here to Ertz, goes now to Galen. Galen, 3, good. 13-9, Grant Galen now with 102 3-point baskets.
And I didn't like anything about that catch and release. I thought he was fading away from the basket, facing the wrong way, but if you shoot as well as he does, it doesn't matter.
With a basketball, a triple team inside. Bowers throws it. Here's stolen by Sheehy. Here's a decision. Here's one of those pause moments that Steve talks about.
That's a good decision right there.
Galen, 3, good. Timeout Goshen. That's exactly what Steve talked about in the pregame show, Mark, and what I was talking about in that moment of pause when you have an odd man break. Don't take the dumb shot. Wait for somebody to play, make a play, and get it to the open man.
And Coach Alex Daniel just met Dylan as he was coming out the floor to tell him. That's a great decision. Not only does he not force a bad shot, but he pauses and waits and finds the best shooter on his team to drop a triple. And we know how Grant shoots. When he's 0 for 5, 0 for 6, he's still going to shoot.
And you appreciate that about him.
Right, but when he's 5 for 5 or 5 for 6, he's going to shoot, and you know it's probably 80% chance it's going in.
Our coverage of Bethel University men's basketball being presented in part by First Source Bank. Today's game presented by First Source Bank. They want to remind you that they are hiring Bethel students and alumni. Check out our partners from the First at www.firstsource.com. First Source Bank, proud supporter of Bethel University Athletics. Pilots, the last 3 possessions, Mark, with 3 consecutive 3-point baskets.
Yeah, started the day 0 of 7 from 3-point range. They're now sitting at 4 of 12. So when you hit 4 or 5 triples, good things happen. Everybody's happy.
We want to pass along our condolences to Coach Mark Gardner's computer today, who was blindsided here by a basketball during the pregame by one of the Goshen managers.
Yeah, but it saved my beautiful face from being blindsided. I've been told often I have a great face for radio, and so fortunately.
But we're on TV tonight, Coach.
Just the back of mine, just the bald spot is all you see from where our cameras are located, so I'm okay there.
With the basketball, Curry at the top, matched up by Sheehy. Back out to the top now to Brannigan. Inside now here to Colton Noel. His 16-foot shot, no good. Rebound, Philip Segota. That's got to be Phil's 3rd rebound. Here's DeHart on the near elbow. Goes back here to Galen. Galen with a pass inside to Phil. Segota inside, shot no good. Ertz couldn't track down the loose bucket. Curry up court quickly. Galen with a great job defensively to get in the passing lanes. He's got a really neat canny. He's got a great basketball IQ, Mark.
He reads passing lanes well, and I know he's not known as a great defender, but he reads, he's quick, he's got long arms.
Curry goes to the left side now. Here's Brannigan driving, pull up 14-footer, good. That makes it 16-11 at the 10-14 mark.
And Brannigan's one of those guys that we've seen him put the team on his back and carry him, so you can't let him get hot.
Dehart around a Segota screen, loads up the three, no good. Phil with the rebound, lays it up and in. 18-11, Philip Segota with the put back.
You said he had 3 rebounds a minute ago, Paul. You were way off. He had 4, so he now has 5 rebounds and 2 points today.
Out here to the top now, Curry around a screen from Cotton. Now goes right side here. Into the low post they go to Colton Noel. Back out here to Brannigan. Brannigan stops, looks. Matched up by Ertz. Comes back out here to Ben Cotton. Cotton with a long three. No good. Rebound, Jared Dehart for Bethel. Dehart over the timeline now. Drives down the lane, looks for some help. Comes back out here and Dehart throws it away. Back the other way, Michael Bowers with the drive, the shot, the score.
It's a great play by Bowers. It's a bad play by Grant. Turnover on by Dehart. I guess my frustration is Dehart turned it over and he's the last guy up the floor. Yeah, if you're going to turn over, you better sprint back and help your teammates out. Grant goes down there and tried not to draw the foul. Bowers just did a good job of using his body to shield Grant off and get the and one.
Travion Cruz checks back into the ballgame. He has yet to score tonight.
He's yet to shoot.
Yeah, and now Keontae Jenkins comes into the game now as Dylan Sheehy checks out. As now the Pilots basically have Galen, Ertz, Jenkins, Cruz, and Segota on the floor. And the old-fashioned three-point play is to no avail, so no harm, no foul. Here's Cruz with the ball here on the near wing. Crosses over, lays it over here now. Galen, three, off the rim to good. Segota with the rebound. Segota back to Galen. In the corner to Jenkins. Jenkins, an air ball. Back to Curry. Curry for Goshen over the timeline now. Hits the trailer with a basketball. Cruz with a great steal. And here's Philip Segota diving after the loose ball, but the ball comes up, and they're going to say, but look at Phil Segota diving on the floor for the loose ball. He did a complete Greg Louganis, fully extended. What a great hustle by big number 45 in gray.
Good stuff, good hustle. Travion hustling on one side of the floor, Philip on the other side of the floor.
Even though the Pilots don't retain possession of the ball, sends a message. Noel backing in.
Nice move.
There's a shot over Pluta. Pluta grabs the rebound and gives way to KJ. Up to the right sideline now. Ertz goes into the corner now to Galen. Galen, ball reversal, steps back out. Goes back out to Jenkins in between the rings. Over to Cruz. Now to Nathan Ertz. Ertz with the drive inside for the field goal. 20-13 Pilots. Nathan Ertz, second field goal on the dribble drive here in the half.
That's just not executing the scouting report if you're Goshen. You know what Nathan Ertz is going to do when he gets the ball. He's going to the rack.
Rassler will check into the ball game next for the Pilots. Here is Curry at the top of the circle now. Launches the three over Ertz and rattles it home. Make it a 20-16. That's the first triple since the first 2 minutes of the game for the Leafs.
Yeah, it's just bad defense by Ertz, though. Curry has 40 triples in the season. He's a 33% three-point shooter. You can't give him that space.
Ertz goes in the corner now to Jenkins. Jenkins matched up in there by Colin Flowers. And then there's a whistle. And who's the call going to be against?
It was a late whistle, but I think it was the right whistle. They got, looks like Flowers on the reach-in.
Colin Flowers, who did his prep work at Andrean High School in Maryville. Transferred in from Olive Harvey College. Rassler now finally checks into the game. He'll inbound the ball to the right of the lane. Philip Hughes in the game now, a 6'7 freshman from Marysville High School in Ohio. Here's Pluta with a basketball matched up against Brannigan, back to Cruz. Cruz jump pass to Jenkins. Jenkins shovels it inside to Cruz for the field goal. 22-16. Cruz finally on the score sheet with 7 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, if you can't contain the dribble drive, you're going to struggle to stop your opponent. The Pilots just got to the rack. Easy dump off for two.
Curry with the basketball now. Looks. Skip pass all the way here into the right corner now to Hughes. And then back out to Franklin. Franklin up high now to Brannigan. Brannigan shot blocked by...
That's a mismatch there. KJ on Brannigan.
And now to the charity stripe will be Austin Brannigan. The Lowell High School Michigan product is a 75% free throw shooter. Free throw by the right-hander, good. That makes it 22-17 with 7:22 to go. One more opportunity for 21. His second free throw good again. Makes it 22-18. And now Cruz will walk it into the forecourt now.
Pilots lead the rebound battle 17-9.
Cruz with the drive, shovels it to Pluta for the easy layup. 24-18, but it was all set up by a great Cruz dish.
Yeah, I thought Travion got a few steps there. Coach Trope doing the traveling motion as he walks his way this way.
Here's Curry coming around a screen. Still on the look, matched up by Jenkins. Back out here, nearly stolen by Cruz. Colin Flowers with the ball on the right wing now. Looking for some help, hands it off to Brannigan. Brannigan now to Flowers. 8 on the shot clock. Now there's Curry. Curry needs to step back and launch the three. Shot no good. Cruz the rebound. Travion Cruz, his club up 6 with the ball. Shovels it to Jenkins. Pass inside to Pluta.
Yeah, KJ's got to shoot that one. That's it. Pluta turned his back, getting ready for an offensive rebound opportunity, and KJ threw him a rocket.
And now it'll be substitution time for Goshen. Curry coming out, and checking back onto the hardwoods will be Michael Bowers, the Hillcrest High School product from Dallas, Texas. With the ball here, Bowers over on the far side. Passes side of the low post. Nice double down. And Keontae Jenkins whistled for a foul. And Jenkins will come out of the ball game as Live Granville will come in. That'll be the 4th foul on the Pilots, the 2nd on Keontae Jenkins. He gives a high five to the Bethel mascot, whatever that thing is down there. What is he? Is he called the Pilot?
I forget. They had a big unveiling a few years ago.
duly
Left
noted.
a lasting impression on me.
Here, Bowers with a drive. Rassler with the reject inside on the Bowers offering. And now Rassler with a big grin on his face as checking out of the ballgame is Phillip Hughes, and Ben Cotton returns now for Goshen. Ben Cotton from Liberty Christian High School in Columbia, Tennessee. And that'll be a foul on Cruz on the far side.
Pilots picking up quick fouls.
5th foul now, 6:16 to go. Pass into the deep corner, now Flowers. 3 no good, a rebound, Live Granville and Rassler were both there. Granville with a mistake as he just came in out of nowhere to try to grab the rebound, but he already had a man right there. That's a Pilot turnover and give the Maple Leafs some life. Flowers back out here on the perimeter now. Trevor Franklin. Franklin back over here now to Flowers. Flowers dribbles to the right, comes back to Cotton, who popped out. Now Franklin inside the low post to Brannigan. Brannigan off balance shot over Pluta, good. 24-20. Maple Leafs within 4 with 5:54 to go.
It's a big boy move there by Brannigan.
Here's Cruz, right elbow. Jump pass out here to Granville. Granville driving in. And that'll be an offensive foul on Granville. Gotta be. You gotta be kidding me. Boy, the Pilots got a break. Life with the forearm shiver. His uncle Eric Gunther would have loved that. That was just a physical play by Life Granville.
Yeah, he absolutely was dribbling left-handed and used the opposite hand to shove Bowers. And, yep, Bowers picks up the foul.
Of course, Life's uncle, Eric, who had a standout college career at Illinois, and here's Life nearly coming up with a steal after Life missed the one in bonus. Life, a 41% free throw shooter.
That's not good. Got to get to the foul line, get those practice shots in, so when you get your opportunity, you make your opponent pay.
And now the Pilots will provide some heat here against the Maple Leafs. Flowers matched up against Granville. Here's the jump pass out here. Here's Bowers into the corner now to Franklin. Franklin 3, no good, rebound. Gavin Rassler for Bethel. Goes over here to Granville. Granville now into the forecourt now. Life crosses over, and a blocking foul whistled on Michael Bowers.
Again, Life just lowered his shoulder, went right into Bowers.
John Trope nearly got teed up by Kevin Smith there. as Michael Bowers talks to Kevin, and he's not selling it. So
Kevin's ready to tease somebody.
Yep, he's going to get somebody.
Somebody's going to get one.
He comes out of the ball game now, and checking back in is Curry. And now Granville, who just missed one in bonus just a second ago, and another brick. Another life Granville missed, this time at the 5:18 mark. There's Curry with a missed shot, and now Rassler the rebound. Now here's Cruz. Over the timeline now, finds Rassler. 3, good. Gavin Rassler from Niles, Michigan. Buries the three-point bomb with 4:58 to go.
That's a deep 3 for Gavin. Good find by Travion.
Curry. Taj Curry inside. Here's Brannigan. Shot over Pluta. Good, and then a foul call as Pluta tapped him on the arm. 27-22, 4:45 to go, and they're going to give it right back as substitution Granville to the bench as Dehart is back in the game now.
Brannigan now with 9 points coming off the bench.
You know, the Pilot swagger they had for the first 15 games has totally evaporated, Mark.
It's easy to have swagger when you're winning.
Here's the old-fashioned three-point play being completed. 27-23, Pilots by 4. And now here is Dehart with the ball on the right wing now. Now in the corner now to Cruz. Cruz around a screen. He's wide open. Jump shot 19, no good. Rebound. Ben Cotton travel with the basketball. And now to inbound, it will be Rassler to the right of the lane.
That's good hustle by Ben. You just get tangled up there and lose your balance.
Goes out here on the perimeter. Now they go inside to Pluta. Pluta's going to back in. Shot from the right block, and Nick scores. Pickle with a nice play in the paint. Gives his team a 29-23 lead with 4:17 to go.
Pluta with 6 points now in the afternoon.
Here is Brannigan.
Brannigan wants to
He's
go to
asking
work.
for a clear out.
Yep.
Brannigan with a shot, banks off the side of the board, and then it's stripped away here by Bibby, and he gets it back to Brannigan. Bibby just checked into the game and created the turnover, and that makes it 29-25.
Yeah, Pilots had the rebound, thought they were going the other way, not so fast.
Here's Cruz at the top of the ring now, goes right to Rassler. His 3 off the rim, no good, nobody hitting the glass. One and done.
Pilots have just become a three-point shooting team. 17 of the 30 attempts now from behind the line.
Brannigan comes out here now to Curry. Curry looking for some help. Foul line extended left. Skips it into the deep right corner. Here's the shot on the way from 3, no good from Franklin. And here come the Pilots. Cruz stepped on the sideline.
Good defense by Brannigan, forced him out.
3:26 to go. Rassler out, Pluta out, and Max Newman, who's been under the weather, is going to see the floor. We didn't think I'd see him today. He's been sick the last 3 days, missed the last 2 days of practice. And now here's Curry with the basketball. Curry matched up against Cruz. Elbow pass to Cotton, back to Curry. Pass inside it, and that ball's deflected off Cruz, out of bounds. And with 21 seconds to go on the shot clock, 3:16 on the game clock, Maple Leafs to inbound. Curry out here on the perimeter now to Brannigan. Brannigan matched up against Newman. Gives out here to Curry. Curry, jump pass here, and a foul.
That's a hold on Travion. That's a good call. Travion came around the screen, and he held Brannigan early, and they didn't call it right away. But then when he got the steal, they called him on. That's the right call.
And now Dylan Sheehy will come in, because not only does Keontae Jenkins have 2 fouls, but now Travion Cruz has 2 fouls.
Yeah, he tried to curl that screen, and he just absolutely grabbed Brannigan. And if they don't throw the ball back to Brannigan, I think the officials let him play, and I'm okay with that. But it affected the play once the pass came back to Brannigan.
Here's the ball into the hands of Brannigan on 1 in bonus, and he missed the 1 in bonus.
Got to knock down the freebies.
At the 3:05 mark, here's Sheehy with the ball. Now gives way to Galen. Galen back to Ayers, back to Dehart. Dehart wide open 18-footer, good. 31-25. DeHart with a huge basket there at the 2:52 mark.
Yeah, defender gambled, went for the steal, missed it, gave Jared a wide open lane.
Curry at the top now, under duress as Dylan Sheehy has him matched up. Now he comes out to Ben Cotton, back out to Franklin. Franklin at the top, now goes to Curry, foul line extended left. Lobs in inside to Brannigan, he's double teamed there. Ball deflected and stolen by Max Newman, and then Max just throws it away. And an easy layup for Franklin. That's the second time tonight, Mark, where the Pilots have come away with a great defensive play, and then on the outlet, on the turnover, here's Galen coming around a screen. He got hammered on the arm and no call. Here's Curry with the basketball. Spins inside of the forecourt. Fakes the shot, looks, comes back now to Brannigan, and back to Curry. 2 minutes remaining in a half. Pilots a 4-point leader. Here's Curry with a floater in the lane, scores it. 31-29. Maple Leafs with $1:55 to go in the half are within 2. And John Trope should be thrilled.
Yeah, this was an ugly start for the Pilots, and they took the lead, but now it's gotten back to being ugly.
Ertz with a power move inside, and he scores. Makes it 33-29 with 1:43 to go. First time the Pilots have scored in 2 minutes.
Ertz now has 6 points on the day. Brannigan picks up the foul, but again, Paul, what's Ertz doing? He gets the ball. He goes to the rack.
Yeah, Ertz.
Defensively, you got to give him space. Force him to shoot over you.
Ertz a 54% free throw shooter. And another missed free throw by the Pilots, and then a foul on Max Newman.
Yeah, so now Brannigan's going to come down here and get a couple free ones.
Sometimes the basketball IQ of this group leaves a lot to be desired. 1:42 to go here in the first half of play, and it'll be Brannigan to go to the line. He missed a one in bonus earlier. We'll see what he does here with 1:42 to go. This time he makes them pay, making it 33-30.
Brannigan with 13 points off the bench.
The right-handed shot on the way, good again. 33-31 as DeHart walks it into the forecourt for Bethel. Goes now to Dylan Sheehy. Sheehy gonna give it out here to Max Newman. Newman.
Shot like he hasn't been at practice the last couple days. And he missed everything from 8 feet.
Air ball.
Yeah, that's a shot. You can take that when there's 6 on the shot clock. You don't need to take that when there's 20 on the shot clock.
Brannigan on the far side. Eats up Newman. Scores the layup, 33-33.
What I like about that move by Brannigan, he attacks hard with the right dribble, but then slows his body and everything down on the spin move and finishes.
Granville on the far side wing. Gives way to Galen. Galen inside to Newman. Newman gonna back it in. Jump pass to DeHart, redirects it to Sheehy. Back to Ertz. Ertz, jump pass to Newman. Newman inside, missed the layup. And then, of course, Cotton knocks it out of bounds, and with 41.8 seconds to go.
Pilots will reset. Again, the Goshen closing out hard on Ertz, and all he does is pump fake and goes right to the rack. You have to know what he's going to do if you want to stop him.
Sheehy to inbound the ball to the left of the lane. Finds Galen. Galen loads up the triple, knocks it down.
If you're a Maple Leaf fan, you have to be asking, how does that happen? There's one shooter on the floor right now in gray, and yet he got the shot off.
What's the call down there, Mark?
Game clock stopped on the three-pointer, and that only happens in the last minute of the second half, not in the first half.
Good call. And now it'll be Maple Leafs with the ball. A three-point trailer. This team has been living, Mark, by playing to the level of its competition.
Well, and they've now taken 19 of their 36 shots today have been three-pointers. They're 6 of 19.
Landon Newman checks into the ballgame, a 5'11 freshman from Park Heritage High School. And checking out is Kedrick Bibby, youngster from Kissimmee, Florida. And now to inbound will be Ben Cotton. And Nathan Ertz will guard the inbounds, and they go here to Curry. Curry is matched up with Dylan Sheehy.
Don't foul and send him to the foul line here.
Here's the ball Into the hands of Curry, right side. Sheehy doing his best. Backs out here to Brannigan. Brannigan, double team with 8 on the shot clock. Curry, double team. Off balance shot from 3, no good. Rebound, Jared Dehart. Dehart with 5 up the right sideline. Dehart finds Newman in the corner. Back out here to Sheehy. Sheehy for 3, air ball. 36-33. Let's get some thoughts here from Mark Polsgrove if he wants to talk to us. Do you want to talk to us, really?
I love talking to you guys.
Thank you. All right, open-ended question. First of all, this team has lost its sense of when they punch the ball inside. This is a really good basketball team. But it seems like this group is settling for three-point shots.
Yeah, we started off the game, I don't know what, shooting 3 or 4 threes from the perimeter. Now, granted, a couple of them were really good looks, and they didn't fall, but then it just is like, we're settling for that. And we've been a team the last 6 games that really hasn't shot the ball well from the perimeter, and that's something we've emphasized about getting it into the lane and into the paint and just finishing.
Travion Cruz is not looking for the shot whatsoever. I know he's trying to get everybody involved. You go in there and say, number 24, hey, let's turn it up a notch offensively.
Yeah, I think the second half he'll be a lot more aggressive, taking it to the rim and hunting his own shot.
So Brannigan came off the bench, seemed to cause us some mismatch problems. Mm-hmm. No matter who had him, he was looking to clear out an attack. So, what's the plan for taking care of him in the second half, Coach?
Yeah, so he was high on our scouting report. Obviously, he hasn't started games lately. I think they just like the firepower coming off the bench for them. But we gotta be more physical with him in the post. We doubled a couple times and we turned him over, and then then we turned it over right again to him. So we have a couple different wrinkles that
I thought one of the bright spots was Philip Segota. I thought he came in, gave you some great minutes.
Yep. Phil's been working really hard, and he showed a couple great rebounds, a finish at the rim. So he's been really positive, especially in this game.
All right, go get him. Figure it out.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Polsgrove joining us here. We'll be back with more of Bethel University men's basketball live from the Gates Gymnasium here at the Wycamp Athletic Center. We're glad you can join us here for the season finale for the Maple Leafs and the Pilots. We'll be back with more after this.
When your child's in the hospital, the last thing you want to do is to leave their bedside.
If we had to leave the hospital at any time, it would have drove us nuts.
The family room was definitely a blessing for us. We needed to be close to our daughter, and it gave us exactly what we needed at that time.
Make a difference in the life of a family when they need it most. Give to the Ronald McDonald House at Memorial Children's Hospital in South Bend. Donate to our new house at loveshinethrough.org.
They were outnumbered, out-equipped. They had no chance of winning, but they had one huge advantage: General George Washington.
The fate of unborn millions will now depend, under God, on the courage and conduct of this army. We have to resolve to conquer or die.
Just as the leadership of one man helped form a nation, today leadership can transform the world. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at Values.com.
They came from every corner of the country, from small towns and big cities. But they all shared one thing in common. They belonged to a family called Marines, a tough and determined few dedicated to protecting everything we hold sacred. And still, they come. Celebrate the history of those proud few who have earned the title Marine.
All right, well, welcome you back here on Regional Radio Sports. Halftime, 36-33 Pilots here at the intermission. Mark, I'll let you get everybody up to date, but just in the game, the score was tied once at 33. That was at the 1:10 mark, and the lead changed hands only once, and that's when once the Pilots took the lead at 10-9. They have not relinquished that lead as of yet.
We'll leave it at that. The visitors 12 of 28, 43%. 3 of 12 from downtown, 25%. 6 of 9 from the foul line, 67%. They have 18 rebounds, only 2 offensive rebounds on those 16 misses. 3 assists, 7 turnovers individually. Tanner Camp, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Franklin, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Curry, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Bowers, 2 points and a rebound. Cotton, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Austin Brannigan, 16 points, 3 rebounds in 14 and a half minutes. And Colton Noel has a rebound. As far as fouls go, Franklin playing with 2 and Bowers with 3. And remember, he picked up 2 tough fouls there as Life Granville basically just dribbled right into him. Pilots 15 of 37, 41%. 6 of 20 downtown, 30%. 0 of 3 from three-point range. Nick Pluta, 3 of 4 from the floor, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Gavin Rassler, 1 of 4, 3 points, 2 rebounds. KJ, 1 of 5, 3 points and a rebound. Trevan Cruz, 1 of 2, 2 points, 4 rebounds. Grant Galon, 3 of 7, all 3-point attempts, 9 points. Dylan Sheehy missed his only shot. Life Granville, 0 of 1 from the floor. He does have a rebound, but he's missed both free throws. Nathan Ertz, 3 of 4 from the field. Missed his only free throw attempt, 6 points and a rebound. Jared Dehart, 2 of 5 from the floor, including a triple, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Maxwell Newman, 0 of 2 from the floor. He has 1 rebound. And Philip Segota, 1 of 2 from the floor, 2 points, 6 rebounds. Crossroads League scores. Looks like we had the early start compared to everybody else because of senior day activities. Spring Arbor leads St. Francis 30-29 with 3.5 to play in the first half. And then the other one that I had was Marion leading Huntington 28-22. Andrew Bowen may be able to correct us. He may already know this part. If the Pilots lose and Huntington wins, does Huntington get in the tournament over us?
Yes.
That's because it would be a win over Marion, and they beat Grace at one point, right?
Yeah. If the Pilots lose today, they will not make the postseason tournament, and a lot of things would certainly play in play.
Well, we have a 1-game lead on Huntington, so if we both lose,
yes,
we get the 8 seed. But if we lose,
if Huntington wins and the Pilots lose, and it's a tie, the tiebreaker goes to. Hey, I want you to come over here.
Your favorite women's player hanging out with us today?
The camera's up there, by the way.
Oh,
thankfully, because there might have been a grown man to my right who shed a tear when you walked off the court. Just saying.
I did.
Oh.
I cried.
I cried too. I tried to keep it together as long as I could.
All right, Allison Prigge joining us here at halftime of the men's game. Allison interned for us for a whole year, and she's a member of the Goshen College women's team. All right, first of all, just share your emotions now that you've had a chance to regroup.
Oh, man. It honestly doesn't even seem real that, the whole thing is over. We were sitting in the locker room before Coach had gotten in there, and it was pretty quiet. And I just kept telling myself, that was it. I'm done. And honestly, I don't know. Basketball has always been a part of my life. And so now that I'm done, I don't know what's going to consume so much of my time anymore. But no, I'm really grateful for the opportunity. I'm just bummed that it's over,
When you look at the way it was, the way things happened down the stretch, the Pilots were and the Maple Leafs had golden opportunities in a wide variety of games to win games, but neither team was able to finish. It just seemed like the Pilots had a little bit more gas in their tank today.
Yeah, which I knew that today we were going to bounce back well from our loss to Spring Arbor, or it was going to be a tough day for us emotionally. I think that we were good in spurts. And I unfortunately think down the stretch, the turnovers were really costly for us. And I think, our emotions got the best of us. I'm not saying that we folded by any means, but, when it's the last game and we're not playing our best, I think our emotions kind of got there.
Well, I'm very proud of you, Allison Prigge.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
And by the way, I have for you the final box score, halftime, and as well as the running score sheet with my final game card for you. That's my parting gift for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we're happy for you, kid. Go out there and change the world, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Allison Prigge. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're blessed to have her on our team. And we're going to wish her best of luck as she moves forward. She's going to be whatever she chooses to do, whether it's in public relations or if she's going to do television, she is going to be absolute star out there.
Yeah, Coach Lightfoot used to always say it's not about being successful, it's about being significant. And I certainly think that's the case here with you. You will go out there and make a difference. We're proud of you.
Thank you, guys. It means a lot.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this on Regional Radio Sports.
They came from every corner of the country, from small towns and big cities. But they all shared one thing in common. They belonged to a family called Marines, a tough and determined few dedicated to protecting everything we hold sacred. And still, they come. Celebrate the history of those proud few who have earned the title Marine.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
We'll get you back here to live basketball. Pilots are down on the floor getting warmed up here for the second 20 minutes, playing literally for their playoff lives, and Bethel basketball being presented in part by our friends at the Gates Automotive Group. Stop by any of the 5 Gates Automotive locations now and choose from 100 2019 Chevy Cruises for just $14,988. These low mileage, like new vehicles include a factory warranty and are eligible for a 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by Gates, Toyota, Gates, Chevy World, Gates of Granger, Gates Elkhart, or Gates Advantage while supplies last. For more information, go to www.gatesautomotive.com. Coach Gardner and I will have a chance to see another Bethel standout coming up on Tuesday on 91.1 FM The Globe, as we'll have a chance to see Matt Schaus's Jimtown Jimmies in action as they'll be matched up against the Penn Kingsmen. Should be some fun time over there at the Palace here on Bittersweet. Interesting thing about this Goshen team is they're, hanging around here. They played 17 Crossroads League games, Mark. Only 2 games were not double-digit setbacks. So when you think about it, this team has gotten punched in the face, and I really believe that the first 5 minutes here in the second half, the Pilots have got to punch the Maple Leafs in the chops and knock them out early. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. At the same time, I wish they just would have come out and did that in the first half, and we were up by 20 at this point. Just all too often we've seen this team kind of play to the level of the competition. We know that they've not played consistent. We saw it on Wednesday night at Mount Vernon, where they just came out and laid an egg in the second half, and that 13-point lead ended up with a loss. So they got to come out and finish the job. Obviously, if you're Goshen, you're in there saying, hey, we're playing to not have a goose egg for the season. So pretty easy halftime talk for Coach Trope. Go out there and play hard. See what you can do.
This is the 111th meeting all-time between these two clubs. Pilots lead the all-time series 82-29. Bethel is 48-11 here at home. Bethel's won 4 straight in the series. John Trope overall in his career against Bethel is 1-4. Bethel, of course, won both games last year. Goshen comes in having lost 15 straight. Pilots have come in having lost 6 straight. And you've got to go back to the middle of the 90s when these two teams, or when the Maple Leafs found themselves in the situation where they're at right now with a bagel and 17 losses on the card. I was talking with Tony Miller earlier during the course of the week and doing some prep for this game. It's a Maple Leaf group that certainly finds itself in a situation where they could have potentially won a couple games, but somehow just kind of didn't get over the hump, and that certainly seems to be what they're doing. But I tell you what, they don't quit, Mark, and I got a great respect for John and the way he goes about doing things, but the Pilots need to put the pedal to the metal. The Maple Leafs experienced 5 winless conference seasons: 79-80, 81-82, 82-83, 85-86, and 94-95. So those seasons, the first 4 seasons, were 0-8. But of course, now that they're in this league, that bigger league, so it's a situation where they're trying to make some noise here and really shock the world. But it's interesting to see how which team's going to come out and play motivated. Do you think they're motivated?
No, I don't feel that way.
I don't think they are either.
But you look at this Goshen team, and it wasn't that long ago that you had Eric McCullum, out here dominating. And it's one of those things that you have to win to be able to recruit. And I'm a Purdue fan. We talked about this with football for a few years there, where you have to win to get recruits. At the same time, you have to get recruits to win. And Stephanie talked about it before the women's game. She's in the same boat, that you need that successful program to win over your high school recruits, but at the same time, you need those high school recruits to help your program become successful.
Great point. Pilots decked out gray shorts, gray jerseys, blue numbers trimmed in white. The Maple Leafs decked out in black shorts, black jerseys, white numbers, and of course the Goshen written in purple on the front. Let's see who John Trope decides to go with here in this second 20 minutes of action. They will call on Tanner Camp, along with Ben Cotton, Austin Bowers, Curry, and Franklin, respectively. Pilots will go with their starting unit. Pluta, Jenkins, Rassler, Cruz, and Galen. One thing about Jenkins and Cruz, as they went to the bench, they should be plenty rested because they didn't play much in the first half due to foul trouble.
I don't know if that's good or bad, though.
I know.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we see it in professional sports. You get those bye weeks at the end of the year, and then guys come out rusty in the playoffs.
Here's Maple Leaf with the basketball, moving from right to left. Here's Cotton with the basketball at the top of the ring. Goes now to Bowers, hands it off now to Curry. Curry hedges off a screen from Tanner Camp. There's a pass inside to Tanner. Tanner tracks it down to the deep left corner. Back out here to Cotton. Cotton on the drive with a spinner around to the goal. Fakes, shoots, and finally goes to the far side. Now here to Bowers, and he lost it out of bounds. Ben just needs to shoot the basketball there.
Yeah, he showed ball and got Rav in a jump, and then he didn't turn and shoot the other way.
And now the Pilots will move from left to right now with a three-point advantage here.
Halftime scores: Marion leads Huntington by 14. Good news for the Pilots. Spring Arbor leads St. Francis by 1.
Pass inside. Nick Pluta missed the shot, tipped it up. Pluta got it back, shoots from the left side, scores, and then he is fouled.
Pickle with 8 points.
38-33. Pluta with a field goal here at the 19-21 mark, and he's not going to win any shooting contests at the line. He's a 51% free throw shooter.
He might if he's going against Life. Between Life, Dillon, Pickle, these guys have got to improve. Oh, they better
Max
spend
Newman,
the offseason.
Nate
Ertz. Yeah, they free throw competitions every day. Losers buying lunch.
39-33, a three-point play by the Pilots to start. And the Pilots are going to show some token jump and run here.
Iowa leads Taylor by 6.5. Grace over Mount Vernon by 15.5.
Here's a drive baseline, jump pass into the corner. Curry with a wide open look. Way off the mark. Rassler the rebound. Gavin Rassler gives it out now here to Jenkins. Jenkins now with a dribble now into the forecourt here. KJ angles his dribble to the left side, launches the three. It's a brick rebound. Pluta is going to back it in on Tanner Camp. And he missed the shot. Rebound. Coming out of nowhere is Michael Bowers. Bowers pushes it up the left sideline there. Bowers around the back dribble on Galen. I think once again, I hear to Cotton. Back here to the near side to Bowers. Bowers drives around a Tanner Camp screen. There's a pass into the far corner now to Franklin. Franklin one-on-one against Jenkins. Drives. Jenkins cut him off. Goes back to Tanner. Tanner Camp, three-point shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of Travion Cruz. Cruz gives it now to Jenkins, now to Rassler on the far wing. Rassler goes inside to Pluta. Give and go back to Rassler, and he lost it out of bounds.
KJ hurt his shoulder again. He's calling for a sub here as that left shoulder just kind of dangling from his body.
He hurt that in a spill at Mount Vernon.
Yep, I remember listening to you on that one.
And I don't know if it's separated or whatever the case may be, but now the Pilots will call upon Jared Dehart. Very capable replacement.
Brannigan came in for the Maple Leafs.
Yep, here's the ball in the hands of Franklin. Goes left side now to Curry. Curry up to the near block here. High, Austin Brannigan. Brannigan one-on-one against Pluta. Is on the dribble now with 8 on the shot clock now here. Here's Curry. Curry on the drive. Shot off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Cruz, but right into the hands of Bowers. Shot no good, and now Dehart with the rebound on the missed shot by Goshen. Dehart over the timeline now. Drives through traffic, comes back to Rassler. Rassler with a wraparound. Here to Pluta. Pluta's going to back it in, goes back to Galen. Galen with a wide open three is a brick. Rebound in the hands of Curry. Now Curry over the timeline now. Drives, kick out into the corner now here to Bowers. And a foul on Jared Dehart, and a matchup of 22s going at it.
And the Pilots come out starting the second half like they finished the first half, throwing up three balls. 2 of their 3 possessions have been 3-point shot attempts.
Rassler comes out of the game now, and Nathan Ertz will check into the game here with 17:09 to go. And now at the line, Bowers, a 65% free throw shooter, averages 11 points and 4 rebounds. And at the charity stripe, Bowers. As Ertz will come into the ballgame after the horn. Right-handed shot on the way, no good. With 17:09 to go. Here in the half, the Pilots a 6-point leader. One more opportunity forthcoming by Bowers. Second one good, so he was one of the 2. 39-34 Pilots. Cruz with the basketball. Goes now to Dehart. Wrap around to Pluta. Pluta against Brannigan. And a foul called on Brannigan.
Yeah, and that's got to be a hook on Nick Pluta.
And that will send Pluta to the line. Number 0, a 6'7", 215-pound sophomore, a 51% free throw shooter, and an opportunity here at the 16:59 mark.
Yeah, Brannigan was asking the official for the hook call, and he got an explanation. How about Pluta knocking down a free throw?
Back to back.
Hey.
Philip Segota will check into the game.
He's missing this one. He doesn't want to come out. He's missing on purpose so Philip can hang out with us over here.
We can put a free throw good. And how about Pluta with 5 points here in the half already? And that'll bring in Segota. And the Pilots have a 41-34 lead.
Paul, when people talk about this Bethel team, they talk about Cruz, Jenkins, Galen, but Nick Pluta has had a good, quiet season.
When you consider the fact that he has only played in 22 games, now 23 games when he started today.
And remember, it was at Goshen where he played really well the last time we were there.
Here's Brannigan backing in. Runs across the lane, throws up a prayer over Nathan Ertz. And that'll be a foul on Nathan.
At this rate, we're going to be here till about 8 o'clock tonight calling this one. Foul every possession.
Brannigan, a 75% free throw shooter. Averages 4 rebounds to go on with his 15 points.
He's 6 of 8 from the line today, 5 of 6 from the field, 16 points, 3 rebounds.
One of those free throws in the first half was a 1 in bonus.
Right.
And the free throw is good, making it 41-35.
So in my Paul, in my scorebook, I call that a touche. If you miss a 1 in bonus, you miss 2 free throws because you cost yourself the second opportunity.
Second free throw, no good, so he's 1 of 2 there on that exchange. And now here's Cruz, who's been about as quiet can be.
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever seen Cruz take 2 shots.
Cruz goes right side in the corner now to Dehart. Dehart 3 off the assist from Cruz. Pilots lead 44-35 as Dehart knocks down the 3 ball with 16:20 to go.
It's Jared's second triple of the day.
Curry right elbow now to Cotton, back to Curry. Curry running one-hander in the lane. Nice job by Philip Segota, not only to defensively redirect the shot, but also to come away with the carom. Cruz with a drive, flares out into the deep right corner, comes back to Galen. Quickly back to Dehart. Dehart with a bounce pass to Phillip for the field goal. And that makes it 46-35. Bethel has its largest lead in the ballgame at the 15:55 mark as
that's just bad defense. Dehart's 30 feet from the bucket, and he pump fakes, and Curry leaves his feet. And then he dribbles right around him, attacks, 2-on-1, bounce pass, finish. So great offense for Bethel, but if you're Goshen, you have to, what are we jumping on a pump fake 30 feet from the basket for? It's not Grant.
Maybe it's because it's the Pilots, right? I mean, seriously,
if it's Grant Galen or Emma Prince, then I'm jumping from 30 feet from the bucket. But everybody else, I'll let him shoot. Hey, we want to thank our friends over at Gates. Stop by any of the 5 Gates Automotive Group locations now and choose from 100 2019 Chevy Cruises for just $14,988. Low mileage, light new vehicles include a factory warranty and are eligible for a 100,000-mile warranty. Stop by Gates Toyota, Gates Chevy World, Gates of Granger, Gates of Elkhart, or Gates Advantage while supplies last. For more information, go to www.gatesautomotive.com.
Was that officially the media timeout?
It was a 30-second timeout by Goshen.
By Goshen, that's what I thought. So, will we get the media timeout still?
I don't know.
See, I thought we did not, and Charlie Shepard and I were talking about that in the Mount Vernon game, and then they came back with the media timeout after 2 30-second timeouts were taken. Here's Franklin coming up high now here to Brannigan. Brannigan, there's a pass inside to Ben Cotton, and he tries the alley-oop and missed the shot, but a foul, and that'll send Ben Cotton to the line, a 68% free throw shooter. And then there's your media timeout, so that answers my question.
I was going to answer it for you. Hey, but my computer got killed in pregame, so I'm working from my phone, and now DAC Stats has gone down on my phone, so I might as well have the old school scorebook out here that I use at the high school games.
So 15:37 to go here in the second half of play. Bethel a 46-35 leader here, trying to end a 6-game losing streak as we have our timeout. We'll take a quick timeout and come back with more Bethel University men's basketball live from the Gates Gymnasium here at the YCAM Athletic Center. We'll be back with more right after this on Regional Radio Sports. Serving Indiana residents since 1985, Centier Bank remains committed to supporting students, schools, and families. Centier Bank is a proud sponsor of the Regional Radio Sports Network Performer of the Week in recognition of outstanding athletes. Visit Centier.com today to view this week's featured athlete. Centier Bank, member FDIC. Paul Condry along with Mark Gardner. Glad you can join us here today. Goshen will have on the floor Curry along with Bowers. Also be joined out there by Franklin, Brannigan, and Ben Cotton. Cotton will be at the line. Pilots will come back and have Cruz along with Ertz, DeHart, Galen, and Phillips Segota will be on the floor as Cotton's free throw is good. That makes it 46-36 at the 15:37 mark, and with one more for Cotton.
It's only the third point of the half for Goshen. I like that call coming out of the timeout, though. Something aggressive, going with the lob, try and get some energy back in your team.
46-37 as Cotton knocks down a pair. Now Cruz is into the forecourt here. Dribbles over here on the near wing, gives it off here to DeHart. DeHart back to Galen.
Zone
Galen
defense.
Inside now here. 3-point shot in the corner by Cruz, no good. Rebound tracked down by Bowers.
Yeah, good box out by Ben Cotton underneath.
Here's the ball into the hands of Bowers. Looks for some help. Comes out now here to Curry. Curry goes here to the high elbow left. Here to Brannigan. Now back to Cotton. Cotton with a three. Good. 46-40. Ben Cotton with 5 unanswered points. And at the 15:03 mark, Maple Leafs back within 6.
Ben Cotton playing in his last game. He averages 5.5 a game, but
he's had 5 straight points.
Yeah, he's got 8 now.
Here's DeHart looking for some help. Still on the look. Jarrett on the dribble. Inside, shovels it inside to Ertz. Ertz back out to Cruz. Cruz curls through the defense, throws it to DeHart. DeHart, 3, no good. Ertz the rebound and the layup. 48-40, Nathan Ertz with an offensive putback.
Yeah, and that's the problem. When you go zone like that, mismatch, you got Bowers down playing the low part of your zone so he can sprint sideline to sideline, but yet he's matched up against a guy like Ertz on the offensive rebound.
Here's Brannigan on the near elbow, gives it off to Curry. Back to the far side now, Bowers. Bowers matched up against DeHart, comes back out to Franklin. He traveled. And with the basketball out here, Brannigan launches the 3, and that's an air ball. You can hear Steve Drabyn right in front of us saying that's a moving screen. And now it'll be Bethel ball, leading by 8 at the 14:07 mark here in the second half. This will be the final game for Goshen on the season. The Pilots are hoping to play some postseason basketball. Here's DeHart with the ball here at the right elbow. Goes across the lane, jump pass to Cruz, back to DeHart. Dehart back over here to Ertz. Ertz on the drive, cut off. He traveled with the basketball. Good job by Goshen defensively.
Hey, that's good defense by Ben Cotton, sliding his feet, cutting off the dribble drive to the left that Nathan likes to do.
And now to dribble.
Zone
the
defense
ball up
here for
will
the
be
Pilots.
Curry on the slow walk here at the 13:45 mark, now into the forecourt. Has a conversation with Michael Bowers as he enters the forecourt here.
Yeah, 2-3 zones. You got to know where shooters are at.
There's a pass inside, now to Brannigan against Segota. Shot way off the mark. Great job by Philip Segota defensively. Just totally did not give Brannigan anything good to look at.
And I love Brannigan's reaction. It was frustration with himself. He didn't look at the official and call for a foul that wasn't there. He absolutely hands up on his head like, what am I doing? And I liked it because so many times the guy misses a shot like that.
Here's Galen with a wide open three. Off the rim to good. Cruz the rebound and the putback. 50-40. Pilots as Travion Cruz with the field goal.
And that was over Bowers. So Bowers is giving up back-to-back offensive rebounds down there at crucial point.
Now ball in the hands of Curry. Pilots by 10 here at the 13:05 mark. Franklin, top of the circle now to Cotton. Cotton goes right side now to Franklin. Franklin with a long three. Good. Franklin, his 16th of the year, a big one there. Cuts the lead to 7. 50-43. Here's Segota with a drive inside. Rejected by Ben Cotton. Now to Cruz. 12:45 to go. Here's a pass inside Segota. Segota double team. Stolen by the Maple Leafs. Back the other way. Curry with a drive and the score. 50-45. Another 5-0 run by the Maple Leafs. The 12:33 mark.
Back-to-back block shots by Cotton, and then the steal and the finish by Curry. Pilots need to settle down and get a finish here.
Here is Dehart finding Galen. Galen with the step back, lost the handle on it. Now goes out to Segota high, goes back to Galen. Galen with the drive inside, and he scores in a timeout Pilots. Pilots a 52-45 leader with 12:11 to go here in regulation. And Steve will take a timeout. As we'll take a timeout as well here as Keontae Jenkins is going to come back in. Sore, shoulder, and all. At the Gates Automotive Group, we ain't letting off the gas during the fast start sale while supplies last. Choose from 100 2019 Chevy Cruises for just $14,988. Special finance terms are available. Stop by Gates Toyota, Gates Chevrolet, Gates of Granger, Gates of Elkhart, and Gates Advantage. And don't forget, you got to do it quickly while supplies last. For more information, GatesAutomotive.com. What was going on over here? Did somebody bite?
He got scratched. He's got a lot of blood running down his hand there. So Ashley Ort working on Phillips.
The legendary Ashley Ort.
Yes.
One of my all-time favorite pilots. And now here's Curry to walk it up for Goshen. 12:08 to go in regulation now. Maple Leafs ball in a half-court set now. Just hanging around. Here is Curry. Right side pass now is Kendrick Bibby's in the game. He goes inside, shot no good. Rebound into the hands of Pluty. Taps it over here to Cruz. Cruz has a moment of pause here on the right wing now. Cruz and a
offensive foul.
A moment of pause that Coach Drabyn talked about here, and this is it here. 11:45 to go. Mark it down. That's your moment of pause. We'll see how they react out of this situation.
Yeah, Cruz now with 3 fouls.
Ball on the near side, it's Curry. Matched up against Cruz. Comes around a screen. Curry stops at the top, goes into the corner to Cotton. Cotton on the drive, and a foul. And they're going to say Pluta tripped him.
Ertz with the sweep.
No, was it Ertz?
Yeah, they called Ertz from behind. He went out on the pump fake, got beat off the pump fake.
And now Rassler will check into the ball game now here for Nathan Ertz, as he'll be matched up against Ben Cotton. And now it's Curry to inbound the ball. Goes out here to Cotton. Cotton on the dribble. Gives it off to Curry. Curry launches one over Cruz. Shot no good. Keontae Jenkins. Oh, it throws it away. Why? Why? This is what Steve's been talking about. Why do you make the play?
Yeah, you work hard, you get a stop, and then you throw it away.
This is what happened in Mount Vernon. You work hard defensively, and then you 11:20 to go in regulation. We'll be back with more right after this brief timeout on the Regional Radio Sports Network. Hi, this is Paul Condry of the Regional Radio Sports Network. That may be my professional title, but did you know that I'm also the son of a U.S. Navy World War II veteran and a proud father of a United States Marine? Let me share with you something very close to my heart. It's called the Semper Fi Fund, and its program America's Fund, which provides immediate lifetime support for post-9/11 wounded, critically ill, and injured members of the U.S. Armed Forces, veterans, and their families to ease recovery and transition back home to their communities. The Semper Fi Fund, serving those who preserve our freedom. The basic idea that drives these efforts is simple. For as much as our heroes have sacrificed, they deserve the best care and support available in their hour of need, whenever it may occur. The Semper Fi Fund, a 4-star charity and an A+ rating, has served over 16,000 members since 2004. The Semper Fi Fund, serving those who preserve our freedom. For more information, visit them online at www.semperfifund.org. Welcome back here on Regional Radio Sports. We're broadcasting live from our favorite spot here inside the Gates Gymnasium. 52-45. You had a great conversation with our official here, Mark.
Yeah, I let him know. I only had him down for 2 missed calls so far. And I told him I enjoyed his interaction earlier with John. And when he won the first argument, so John immediately jumped to something that was 5 minutes earlier, started that argument.
Ben Cotton inbounds the ball, goes into the backcourt now here to Curry. Now Curry now into the forecourt here at the top of the ring. Looking for some help, goes to the right side now to Franklin. Franklin back out to the top now to Cotton. Cotton shoots over Rassler, shot no good, rebound. Grant Galen. Now Cruz. Cruz on the push out. Goes to a wide open Rassler. Rassler to the goal, and he was hammered going to the goal. And coming down awkwardly is Kendrick Bibby, the Kissimmee, Florida product, and that will send GR to the line. Gavin Rassler on the year. He hasn't been to the line a lot. He's a 61% free throw shooter here on senior day. Let's see what he can do with some pressure free throws.
Great decision to attack the rim. Good aggressive play by Bibby. Just going after the ball there. Glad nobody got hurt on that one.
Free throw by Rassler, no good.
I feel like if I'm Goshen, I want Brannigan to touch the ball. Cotton can shoot the triple on the kick out, the inside-out game, but I want Brannigan to get a touch on each possession.
Gavin with more and more opportunity on the way. This one's good, so he was one of the two. And that makes it 53-45 in favor of the Pilots. Jenkins checks out of the ball game now. And Dylan Sheehy Giuseppe checks into the game now. And now here is Ben Cotton. One-on-one against Rassler. Gives way now to Bibby, and Bibby's now into the forecourt. Hands it off now here to Curry. Pilots with a double team. And Curry comes out of that. They're going to call a foul on Gavin Rassler. The look on Travion Cruz's face.
Yeah, he thought he was getting called for another one.
Yes, he did.
So that's 6 now. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left, and they're shooting the rest of the game. So if you're Goshen, you need to attack.
Here's the ball in the hands of Curry. Curry on the near wing now. Lobs it inside now to Brannigan. Brannigan. And a foul called on Pluta.
It's a good call, too. And the official said he got on the side of the face. You can see Brannigan got hit in the head. 1-1.
And so, Steve trying to get us a clarification here now, and official tells me to come over here to the coach's box and get another
grab
Ricola.
Yep, grab a Skittle or something over here, Coach. But yeah, he's right. He had his hands up after he popped him in the eye. The official said.
Free throw by Brannigan, good, making it 53-46 with 10:37 to go.
We need to be like the XFL. We need to get these officials mic'd so we can have interaction with them.
Brannigan with another free throw, and good again. 53-47. And now Cruz. Keep in mind the Pilots won this game 101-70 the last time out. Sheehy goes to Cruz in the corner. Cruz asking for some help. Cruz looking. He'll launch the three-point shot and bury the three-point bomb. There you go. 56-47. His first triple of the night and his 74th of the year.
He's 1 for 2 from downtown today.
Brannigan on the drive. Pulls up and knocks down the 12-footer over Galen. 56-49. 10:02 to go.
Brannigan now matched his jersey number with 21 points.
Pass inside Pluta. Pluta looking for some help. Back out to Cruz. Cruz, three, good. 59-49. Travion Cruz has decided to shoot the basketball all of a sudden.
Must be nice to just decide when you want to put 6 points up in 30 seconds.
Here is Cotton with the basketball, driving baseline, backs it out of harm's way, guarded by Rassler. Pass inside now to Brannigan, turnaround 17-footer, no good, rebound. Bibby missed the shot. Bibby got it back and scores with the left hand, and then he was fouled.
Offensive rebounds. Rassler picks up his second foul. Bibby heads to the line.
59-51, 9:28 to go.
Pluta needs one. He's coming to the bench.
As Nathan Ertz will check into the game now for Bethel. As Pluta's going to the locker room.
Yeah. Say it's not that often you hear players say, "I need one," unless they're injured.
And with a basketball, it'll be Bibby at the line. Wide stance on the free throw for the Kissimmee Florida product, and the southpaw scores to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 59-52, 9:25 to go. Cruz lost the handle on it. Curry picks it up.
Don't foul, you're going to send him
Curry
back to the line.
On the drive inside, scores the layup. The Olay defense by Bethel, 59-54, 9:10 to go. Cruz back the other way, goes now to Ertz, now to Galen. Galen, off balance three, no good. Rassler the rebound, and then he was hammered inside, and that'll send Gavin to the line. Nice job by Gavin getting in a position to rebound the ball with 9 minutes to go in regulation.
Curry picks up his second foul.
And Rassler, a product of Niles, Michigan, transferred in from Lake Michigan College, knocks down that free toss, and the Pilots lead 60-54.
Gavin, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the foul line today.
Free throw by Rassler, good again. That makes it 61-54 Pilots. And now Dylan Sheehy's going to try to pick him up. And now the ball into the corner now. Brannigan jab steps on Ertz. Lost the handle on it. Comes back out here to Bowers. Bowers here at the top now gives way to Curry with 10 on the shot clock. Curry slips it back to Cotton. Cotton on the drive inside. Jumps, shoots. Missed the shot, rebound. Cotton back up. Reverse layup, scores. 61. Pilots are more concerned about picking up a foul.
Yeah, they've flat out quit rebounding here.
And now here's Cruz with a basketball. Matched up by Curry. Goes now to Dylan Sheehy. Sheehy in the corner now here to Ertz. Ertz back to Sheehy. No. Back over to Cruz.
Rassler posting up Bibby hard down low.
Here is Rassler on the drive inside. Shot no good. Rebound. Kendrick Bibby of Goshen.
Yeah, and there was contact there, but Gavin initiated. That's a good no call in my opinion.
Here's Bowers in the corner now. Drives inside. Wraps around and scores the layup. 61-58. Just in case you just joined us, Pilots have stopped doing what they did to get the lead. Here's Cruz with the ball. Comes around a screen, drives down the lane, and a foul. And Cruz will...
Now it's going to be on the floor. Sends the Pilot ball out of bounds.
And that'll be the 5th foul on the Maple Leafs. It is very, very evident that Travion Cruz is visibly upset. I don't know if he's upset with the officials or if he's upset with his teammates.
Kevin Smith has warned Gavin Rassler, Austin Brannigan, Coach Trope, and now Mark Polsgrove. He just woke up on the wrong side of bed today.
Pass inside, and a foul whistled on the double down on Michael Bowers. Common foul, and that will be the 6th team foul So the Pilots, the next time there's a foul, or on the Maple Leafs, they'll be shooting. And you got two bad free throw shooting teams, so it's going to be who's going to be the best down the stretch.
Yeah, 4 fouls now on Bowers.
Here's a pass here out to Rassler at the free throw line, now to Cruz. Cruz matched up against Curry, comes around a screen. Cruz for 3, and Cruz will shoot 3 free throws. Curry. And Travion Cruz to go to the line here.
Good job by the official, though. Curry wanted to know what he did, and Chris said, come over here. And he's giving him an explanation over their teachable moment. A lot of times the officials say we don't want to talk about it. Travion knocks down the first.
62-58. Travion Cruz has scored 7 points in the last 3 minutes.
Yep.
Second free throw, good again. And now the important one here is this could make it a 3-point possession, excuse me.
And Curry picked up his 4th foul, so you have 2 starters now, Curry and Bowers, both with 4 fouls.
64-58. And Cruz, a 90% free throw shooter with a nice job.
Full court trap by the Pilots. Brannigan's wide open underneath the basket.
Here's the ball in the hands of Franklin with a wide open 3, no good. Ertz the rebound. Up court quickly now to Cruz. Cruz stops, launches the 3-point shot, and scores. 67-58. Travion Cruz. And a whistle. What's the call?
He's pretty good.
Converting it was a 3-point shot. And now it's a 67-58 Bethel lead. As Travion Cruz, you just kind of wonder what.
And Travion has to be careful, though, because he came over here across half court and he gave the Goshen bench a little smile and a head nod that I've not seen from him before, and that's what they were saying. Hey, where's the taunting from the official that saw it?
Here's Curry playing with 4 fouls out here at the top. Now goes here to Bowers. Bowers across the lane, back to Cotton. Cotton with the jab step, back to Curry. 10 on the shot clock. Lobs it inside now here, Brannigan. Brannigan shoots, shot no good. Rebound right into the hands of Rassler, lost it. Back to Cotton. Curry with a running teardrop down the lane. He scores 67-60. Pilots by 7, 6:38 to go.
We say it all the time, you have to finish the possession. You play good defense, but the rebound is when the possession's over.
Cruz, jump pass to Ertz. Ertz inside, scores. Makes it 69-60. Nathan Ertz off the assist from Travion Cruz. And now with the basketball here now, Cotton, wide open 3, way off the rim, no good. Rebound, and a foul called on Brannigan as Nathan Ertz. And it's good to see Nick Pluta going back into the ballgame after he's had some work done. We should have immediate timeout here.
Brannigan picks up his 3rd, but Ertz heading to the foul line.
I think we're not gonna have the media timeout because of the Bethel and Goshen media regular timeouts, Mark. I guess that's what that would be. Rassler's given the Pilots some great minutes today. He's going to come to the bench. So on the floor, it's Dylan Sheehy along with Cruz, Ertz, Galen, and Pluta now on the floor. As Ertz is at the line, scoring the free throw. 70-60.
Ertz
didn't know what to say.
5 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists today.
And an opportunity to give his team a 11-point lead as he does so. It's now 71-60 in favor of the Pilots. Just moments ago, it was a 2-point ball game, Mark. It was with a basketball here from the near corner. Good for Franklin. Knocks down the triple. 71-63. Pilots can't leave good enough alone, can they?
No, and Cruz is the one that took the shot attempts. And
here's Cruz with a drive in the score. 73-63. Travion Cruz is coming alive with 18 points now. Here's Dylan Sheehy.
So Cruz was 1 of 2 at halftime. He's now 6 of 8.
And now to inbound the ball here will be Ben Cotton. Ben, who was our board operator for our high school game last night.
Said he enjoyed the broadcast.
On 91.1 FM The Globe, and we had, here's a pass nearly stolen by Dylan Sheehy. And now here is Curry with the ball. Curry with the drive, shovels it inside. Cruz with a nice play defensively. And then somehow Ben Cotton comes away with a ricochet. And then he buries the three-point bomb. 73, another 50-50 ball won by the Maple Leafs.
Absolutely. Ben Cotton now with 13 points.
Here's the ball into the hands of Nathan Ertz. Ertz with the drive and a blocking foul whistled on Kendrick Bibby, the Kissimmee, Florida product.
Ertz, 2 of 3 from the line today, returns to the line.
Nathan just moments ago was at the line, and Franklin will check back into the ball game, and coming to the bench will be Kendrick Bibby. And now Nathan Ertz will go to the line. Number 15, who is going to let her fly, couldn't get it to go. A miss 1 and 1. Here's Brannigan. Double team, shoots, scores over Ertz. 73-68, 5-0 run now here at the 5-minute mark. Once again, Pilots get the lead. Here's Cruz with a drive inside, and he was fouled going inside, and that will send the nation's 4th best free throw shooter to the line with 4:50 to go.
Brannigan picks up his 4th foul. So now you have 3 Maple Leafs on the floor with 4 fouls apiece.
And now to shoot, Travion Cruz. Cruz on the year, number 4 in the country in total assists. Number 6 in the country in assists per game at 5.5. Actually 5.7, just for the record. Number 6 in total scoring with 660 points, and you can add 19 to that. Mark, do the math real quick. Number 8 in points per game at 22.7, and he just knocks down both free throws. Makes it 75-68. Travion Cruz, 20 points. And now with the basketball now, here is Curry. Jump pass into the far corner. Here's with a drive down the lane by Ben Cotton with a 2-hand dunk on the Olay defense by the Pilots again. 4:35 to go. Ben Cotton playing a great game in his last game as a college athlete.
Yes, he is.
With the basketball out here now, Dylan Sheehy comes out to the top, not a Cruz. Face guarded by Bibby. Comes around a screen. Cruz looks for ball reversal, goes back to Ertz. Nathan with a spin around to the go. He scores! And a timeout called. Pilots 77-70. Pilots with 4:13 to go in regulation take a timeout. And this ornery Maple Leaf group continuing to hang around. I love it.
I thought John Trope was heading out to the bathrooms. He was so frustrated with his team, he started walking toward the door on that one.
Our coverage of Bethel University men's basketball today being presented in part by the Gates Automotive Group, Cubit Networks, First Source Bank, Beef O'Brady's, and our good friend Eric Gunther. Think about people who really get you, like your favorite waiter, who know you need your wings dry, rubbed, and ranch, or like State Farm agent Eric Gunther. He's here to understand your life and help protect what's important. So call him today at 574-291-1597. On the court, All-Stars make assists look easy. Behind the back, no look or R off the backboard. They're dropping triples nonstop. That's how Eric Gunther feels about getting you great coverage and great savings. Combine your home and auto with State Farm and start your own assist highlight reel, kind of like Travion Cruz does. After all, even All-Stars need an assist. Call it Agent Eric Gunther today for help combining your home and auto and enjoy the savings. Dial Eric up at 574-291-1597 or visit him online at www.statefarm.com. Coming out of the timeout, Bethel by 7, 4:13 to go in regulation. Galen, Pluta, Ertz, Cruz, and Dylan Sheehy. Maple Leafs, Brannigan, Curry, Bowers, Franklin, and Cotton.
And we're going to need Andrew Bowen to give us some help here, because it looks like Mount Vernon and Taylor are both going to lose. So if the Pilots can win this, you're going to three-way tie it.
I've got that right there.
There you go. Thank you.
I already have that all set up for you now. So with the basketball, here at the top of the ring now, Cotton Now goes inside now here to the big fella, Brannigan. He's going to back in. Shot no good. A rebound. Brannigan got it back in, and Cruz tapped it out.
2 on the shot clock.
And the shot is no good. Pilots with a nice job defensively. And here's one of those moments of pause that Steve Drabyn's talking about.
Yeah, slow this thing down, run some clock.
Yeah, you need to be patient with the basketball now. Cruz gives it off to Dylan Sheehy. Inside pass here to Cruz, and a foul whistled on Bowers, and that's going to be 5 on Bowers, right?
Yep, he's headed to the bench. Bibby's going to come in for him.
So Bowers fouls out of the contest, ladies and gentlemen, with 3:27 to go.
5 points for him on the afternoon.
And that will send Travion Cruz to the line. He's got 20 points on the night. And Mark, did you not tell me that he got the box score from halftime? He
was 1 of 2 at halftime.
1 of 2 at the half.
Yep.
He knocks down the free throw, making it 78-70. One more opportunity for number 24.
Yeah, first half, Cruz 1 of 2, 2 points, 4 rebounds.
Second free throw good, 79-70. I must point out that all the free throws he has today, none of the shots have touched the rim. They've all been perfect twinkle twines. With the basketball now here, far side now Franklin. They got to get out on him. Franklin guarded by Gallant with 13 on the shot clock. Back out to the top, Curry. Curry, long three over Cruz. In and out, no good. Rebound, Ertz. Now up court quickly now to Travion Cruz. He looks over here to Steven, says, I know. Travion, bounce pass to Dylan Sheehy.
And if I'm Goshen, that's who I'm following.
Gets out here to Gallant. Gallant on the dribble. Gives it off to Ertz. Back out to Sheehy. 10 on the shot clock now. Dylan Sheehy looking for some help. Dylan Sheehy on the drive. Finds Ertz back to a wide open Pluta. Pluta, 3, good! Oh my! Nick Pluta, his second triple of the year. 82-70 Pilots. 2:27 to go.
Pickle Pluta. 5 of 8 from the floor. 14 points, 5 rebounds.
With a basketball now here. Curry swings it over here. Brannigan, he'll try to answer. No good. Sheehy the rebound. And now Dylan Sheehy will come up here and talk to Cruz. And now Cruz will settle into the half court with 2 to go. Pilots up 12. Travion Cruz out here and fouled on the perimeter now by Kendrick Bibby. Now we'll send Cruz to the line where he has made a living. Mark at the line.
I'll get you that here, Paul.
1 minute and 56 seconds to go in regulation. Travion Cruz, who works so diligently to try to get everybody else involved in the game, and just wonder when he was going to get involved in the game from an offensive scoring standpoint.
8 of 8 from the line.
And that's what he's done here. And the free throw by Cruz again. 84-70. Pilots their largest lead since the Mount Vernon game at halftime. Here's Curry and a foul called on Dylan Sheehy.
And that's a silly foul. You don't want to stop the clock.
And Dylan Sheehy just needs to quit staring people down. It's just inappropriate and unacceptable.
Yeah, in my opinion, he gave a hand check as they were attacking the rim. It was an easy call.
And he talks it over with the official, and he says, you're good. Curry's free throw, 1 in bonus, no good. Ricochets out here to Dylan Sheehy. And on the 1 in bonus with 1:48 to go. Now the Pilots, they're in a situation where they can wrap it up now and end this pitiful losing streak now. Here is Dylan Sheehy at the top of the ring now. Right side now to Ertz. Ertz. Back out to Sheehy. Sheehy on the hard dribble. And foul by Ben Cotton with 1:27 to go. 1:27 to go, and Dylan Sheehy will go to the line. Sheehy, a 57% free throw shooter. As Keontae Jenkins and Gavin Rassler will go back out onto the floor as seniors. Nice move by Coach Drabyn and his staff to let the seniors close out this game on the floor.
Will they do that, or will they put them on the floor and then take them off the floor?
Sheehy with the free throw. 85-70 Pilots.
Pluto's hitting threes. Sheehy's hitting free throws. This is Bethel's day.
As Cruz comes out of the ball game now. And Tanner Camp will come onto the floor. Tanner Camp and Ben Cotton, a pair of seniors who we've come to know and love. Part of our internship program over there at 91.1 FM The Globe and globeradio.org. Sheehy with another opportunity here with 1:27. Second free throw good. Boy, I tell you what, 86-70. The last time Goshen scored, Mark, was at the 4:35 mark. It was a 75-70 game at that point in time. And Goshen will take a timeout. So if you look at the big picture, there was a couple scary moments in the game.
11-0 run.
Yeah. There was a...
Got down 61-58 at the 7.
So it was a 3-point. It was a 3-point contest, not a 2-point contest.
And that's when Travion scored 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And then, then they cut it to 75-70, and the Pilots have scored the last 11 points of the game.
And with this opportunity, so we'll set the stage. So is it a definite that Mount Vernon is going to lose?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a definite that Taylor is going to lose?
Yes. Let me give you here. Mount Vernon.
And if that is the case, the Pilots will be in Indianapolis against Marion. They will not be on the road at Indiana Wesleyan.
Grace up 15 with 2:55 to play against Mount Vernon.
So the Pilots got their best case scenario. I mean, you got to pick your poison. They got swept by Iowa, got swept by Marion. Once again, you find yourself, you got to drive to Indy, you got to drive to Marion, whatever the case may be.
Iowa up 26 on Taylor with 1:42, so that's a definite.
So on the floor, it will be Dylan Sheehy, Keontae Jenkins, Grant Galon, also Nick Pluta, and Gavin Rassler.
And Marion up 22 on Huntington with 6 minutes to play.
Back out here is Ben Cotton at the top of the ring now. Goes in the left elbow, now here to Franklin. Franklin will drive down the lane, running one-hander with a teardrop. Good. 86-72, 1:06 to go. That ends the drought for the Maple Leafs. Here's Rassler. Fouled by Bibby, and that will send Rassler to the line. And now Gavin Rassler. And now
you'll take the two seniors out.
Now Gabe Johnson will come into the ball game. Nick Bailey's coming into the ball game now.
Big Nick Bailey.
And also coming into the ball game for the Maple Leafs will be Colton Noel.
So will we see all four seniors leave at the same time here?
As that's going to be the case.
No, Grant Galon coming out for the Pilots and Pluta, so the seniors stay on for the Pilots. The Maple Leaf seniors head out.
As Grant Galon grabs some pine time. Live Granville will check back into the game here in the next ball. And Ben Cotton and Tanner Camp come out of the ball game. Two great kids. .101 to go. It'll be Rassler to the line. The right-hander in and out and in. No. Came out Colton Noel. Substitutions rotating. And checking into the game now will be Braden Kingery, junior from Portage, Indiana. And Gavin Rassler wins the senior day affair here. Keontae Jenkins wins the senior day affair here. A happy day for the one-year player for the Pilots. Gabe Johnson in the game now for the Pilots. And now it'll be inbound time. Bibby out here guarded by Granville. Crosses over. As now in the ballgame for the Pilots is Mickey Stoyanov. And a turnover. And now the Pilots with 48.6 seconds to go can assume the victory formation. Here's the ball. Gabe Johnson out here to Mick. Right side Granville. Now to Sheehy in the deep right corner. Dylan Sheehy skip pass now to Stoyanov. Tap inside to Mick. Big Nick Bailey inside for the field goal. Big Nick Bailey gives his team an 88-72 lead with 29.7 to go. 3-point shot back the other way by Franklin. No good. Franklin on the drive. Kick back out here to Newham. Back into the corner now. Franklin for three. No good. Rebound. Deflected. Knife. Granville with a rebound. And now Mickey Stoyanov has the ball into the half-court set. And they'll run out the clock. The Bethel University Pilots defeat the Goshen College Maple Leafs and improve to 20-10 on the year. The 6-game losing streak is over. They move it to 8-10, and now 9-5 here at home. Leafs fall to 4-26, 0-18 in league play, and 1-14 in games away from the Gundon Gymnasium. There you have it here today. We'll get some thoughts from Nick Pluter, I think would be appropriate here today. I thought he had a solid game here today. And I also would go so far to say that Travion Cruz.
He's pretty good.
We'll get some thoughts from them. Cruz and Pluta, please. Cruz and Pluta. All right, we'll get some thoughts here from Drabyn now. All right, Coach. First of all, there's a lot of 50-50 balls that the Maple Leafs won. And you're here in front of me the whole game, so we're watching the game together for all intents and purposes. We should go to the movies sometime. I wonder if we would still get visibly upset if we're watching a movie. What do you think?
Probably.
All right. So the 50-50 thing, sometimes it's a hustle play. Sometimes it's a bad bounce.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those weird things. So, but you're still frustrated. So how do you get through those things?
You know, there's a basketball court on campus. I was really thinking about going out there, you know, the concrete and loose ball drill.
Ooh.
You know, seeing how it goes. See if guys will get on the ground. I don't know. I just think when you're more ready to play, when you're the aggressor, you get most of the fouls. You get most of the loose balls. And I just thought they were the aggressor more times than we were, in my opinion.
In the first half, the most pivotal, eye-opening moment for me is when Philip Segota is diving on the floor for the loose ball. It was the Greg Louganis dive. He fully extended himself. There was no way he was going to get the ball, but he sent a message. And it seemed like, okay, that's what these guys need to see.
Yeah.
And because more often than not, that's what you're talking about, right?
100%. Cruz got on the floor right before that. And honestly, it all starts with Cruz. We go how he goes. When he's into it and he's engaged and he plays hard, we do. He didn't have it in the first half, and he's got to be better with that engagement. You know, Philip was great. I thought he gave us great energy. Who am I missing here? There's somebody else.
Well, Pluta was outstanding.
Pluta had good energy all game. Not many other guys played well. I thought Nate had decent energy. We just got to play better. We're not playing well right now, and for whatever reason. We had a drumming session this morning with Nicole Williams and trying to get some synergy on this team, and we'll keep trying to find ways to get us to play together and to play harder. And I don't know, it's a new season. We're looking forward. We're ready to compete on Wednesday. What's up, O? Nick Otis, former high school and college teammate. Wish he was on our team right now.
Yeah, I wish wish both of you guys had eligibility left.
But we've got to play smarter, got to play harder, got to be the aggressor.
Okay. All right, final thought here. As you move forward, you're going to be on the road at Marion. So you're going to be taking on the number 2 seed on their floor. I thought you played better down there than you did here. So just a quick sneak preview on Scott Heddy's team. They're a great shooting team. There is not a lot of margin for error.
He's all good.
That's
my son
Coach
just fell down the
Drabyn's
stairs.
little guy.
He's a tough cookie. He's like his pop, man.
He popped up good. Coach Heddy and Marion, they're tough. They're disciplined. They run their stuff well. They space the floor, which is a big reason why they I don't know if they're leading the country in field goal percentage right now, but they have a lot of the year because they're unselfish. They share the ball. They play smart. We'll have to be on our A game. If we can defend well the last 15 seconds of the shot clock, we'll have a good chance. We've got to defend well. We've got to get those loose ball rebounds. We've got to get the loose balls. I don't know, maybe I need to stay back. I didn't go on that trip because my 4th child was born.
I'd rather have you there.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give it my best, and I just ask our guys to give it our best. And, a lot of times it's tough to beat a team 3 times, and I like that we just played there, just familiar with those settings, and we're going to go give it our best. If we can have more of that second half mentality that we had here, we'll give it a great chance. And I like our chances if we're on our A game and we can perform and shoot the ball.
All right, Coach. Thanks for taking time. And
appreciate you
never
guys.
apologize for the W,
No,
right?
no, sir.
All right. Let's get some thoughts here from Nick Pluta. I thought Nick had one of his best games of the season. And, Mark, I think you talked about it. I think traditionally speaking, that three-point shot over there was not his best shot of the year, but I think he earned it by the way he played today. He played within himself. First of all, congratulations. Your thoughts on the game just as a whole?
Thank you. Yeah, it was good to get back into it. We needed a win, so yeah, it was nice.
From your standpoint, it seems like to me the more physical the opponent is, the happier you are.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love banging down low. So
He sent the message early. He took 2 charges. But then I don't even know. I mean, 5 for 8 from the floor is nice, but what's bigger, the triple or 3 for 3 from the foul line?
I don't know. My percentages are high on both those areas. So
there you go.
Shoot or shoot.
there you go. I like
my
it.
guy, man.
So Coach is still disappointed about the engagement of your team at the beginning of the game. He thought you guys were just kind of laissez-faire, kind of going through the motions. What do you think it's going to need? What's it going to take, Pickle, to light a fire under everybody's butt here?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to start off strong. We're walking into all of our games, most of them at least, and we start off pretty slow. So, I mean, tournaments coming up, we're gonna have to light that torch. So.
Yeah. Right, congratulations on a great effort today.
Go get it Wednesday.
Hey, stay healthy, okay?
Yes, sir. I will.
Nick Pluta, who's really the unsung hero today, I thought, for this team. We're going to try to get some thoughts here from Cruz. I don't know if that's going to happen here tonight, but we'll wait and see. But your thoughts, Mark, and you got the stats there to go with, anyways.
Yeah, I've got our stats, but I've said probably the last 7 or 8 games, I feel like Nick has just played well. And it's tough. He lost that starting spot when he got hurt, and you almost wondered if he was going to get it back because of the way Segota and the freshmen were playing. And then Segota got hurt, and he stepped right up and took his spot back and played well. And so I think he's a key to what's going on down there when we head down Wednesday night. Let's finish up here with our stats. Tanner Camp finishes his career 1 of 3 from the floor, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Franklin had 10 points, 3 rebounds. Curry, 14.7 rebounds. Bowers, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Ben Cotton, 5 points, 5 rebounds. I'm sorry, Ben Cotton, 15 points, 3 rebounds. Yeah, strong finish for Ben's career. Flowers had a foul. Brannigan, 23 points, 4 rebounds. Bibby, 3 points, 3 rebounds. And Noel had a rebound. As a team, they shot 41% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 69% from the foul line. They were out-rebounded 48-29 tonight. 7 assists, 9 turnovers. Pilots shot 48% from the floor, 36% from three-point range, 77% from the foul line. 14 offensive rebounds out of those 48 boards, 15 assists, 13 turnovers. Individual numbers, Pluta, 14 points, 5 rebounds. Rassler, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Jenkins, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Cruz, 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Galen had 11 points, 3 rebounds. Dillon was 2 and 2. Life grabbed 2 boards. Ertz, 14 points, 4 rebounds. DeHart, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Bailey, 2 points. Maxwell Newman had a rebound. And Segota had 4 points, 7 rebounds.
So the Maple Leaf season comes to a conclusion. 4-26, 0-18, and for the first time since 1994, the Goshen College Maple Leafs go winless in the conference. And, of course, for Coach John Trope, it'll be back to business. And he's got a young group, and certainly they'll, they're going to lose Ben Cotton and Tanner Camp. But the reality of it is they'll make some noise again next year. That's going to do it. The Pilots, with a win here today, improved to 20-10, 8-10 overall. They win their 251st game here in the Y Camp Athletic Center. Their 1,298th win in school's history. Their 337th win in the history of the Crossroads League. And, of course, their next opportunity will be on the road in Marion. And we've got the final matchups here. We can set the first round of the Crossroads League tournament series here, Mark.
We think. Well, Tony said Mount Vernon Taylor swept Mount Vernon, so Tony thinks that those should be reversed, but I was just going by the standings coming in that Mount Vernon was ahead of Taylor. I don't know. So we're going to say we know that. So here's a big one. Spring Arbor beat St. Francis today, and they both came in at 9-8, and they knew they were going to see each other next week. But so that game's going to be at Spring Arbor. So yeah, I don't know. If you go by the standings coming in, Mount Vernon was ahead of Taylor in the standings. So I would say Mount Vernon is going to be at Grace and Taylor's going to be at Iowa. But Tony seems to think that I've got those.
But
two back.
it's not going to affect the Pilots.
Bethel. Bethel's going to Marion. If the scenario that you got before the game was correct, that's where they're going. Yep.
There you go. All right, that's going to do it. I want to thank everybody here, Beth. Thanks to the legendary Brian Miller, as well as Keith Katowski, who have done the PA all season long. To Andrew Brown and his group, this will be our last game here, potentially. Depends, something crazy goes on in the Crossroads League postseason tournament. We saw that happen one year, if you recall.
1-2, all the top seeds lost, and we thought we had signed off for the season. The next thing you know, we hosted back-to-back games.
Yep. So the Bethel men and women get a rare sweep on the same day. And I think that'll be the first time this year that has happened here inside this gymnasium. That's going to do it. Once again, a special thanks to all the coaches for taking time to join us here today on the broadcast. Mark, I will see you on Tuesday when we'll see the Jimtown Jimmies and the Penn Kingsmen. So that'll do it. Once again, final score 88-72. On behalf of all of us at the Regional Radio Sports Network, happy birthday, Randall Condry. And once again, as we celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, the Pilots pick up a twin bill miracle sweep of their own. For all of us at Regional Radio Sports, I'm Paul Condry. God bless you all. Semper Fi. Good night, everyone.
When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Indiana, who do you meet? Answer: men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question: so where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer: high school sports.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Live here to the Ice Box inside the Lorman Arena. I'm Paul Condry. Glad you could join us here today along with JP Gilbert. We're coming into the winners bracket.